Good park in that bathroom.
Was the water up?
No. It was murder having a shave in cold water.
I know, that's why I tried to get in there early. There's just not enough hot water, especially if someone has a bath.
Hey, Buster, fancy a quick game of football?
Yeah.
OK, then. We'll be outside, love. I'll give you a chance to get straight without us being on your feet.
Yeah, all right. You won't let him get dirty, though, will you? I've just got him ready for playgroup. Oh, we are a bit cramped in here, aren't we?
This is what they call togetherness. I like it.
So do I.
Anyway, it won't be long. If the council can't find us a place pretty quick, I'll just go out and find somewhere bigger than this.
I don't care where we live, as long as we're together.
OK, Tarzan. 10 minutes, right? And I'll be goalie. OK?
I'm being goalie.
Right, what do you think then?
About what?
My shoes. Go and ask from new dresser.
Yeah, great.
Do you know it's like talking to yourself? I want to look right, you know, when I go to this dance with your dad. I want him to be proud of me.
Mum, if you manage to get me dad to go to that dance with you, you can be proud of yourself.
Oh, we're going all right. We've got tickets now.
Means nothing, does it? Any arrangement depending on my dad, it's got to be dodgy, hasn't it?
Dolly Partner's not right, you know. It's off her food, feathers are falling out. If you ask me, I think she's depressed.
Depressed? A flaming pigeon?
She's got feelings, you know. I think I might take her down to the vet's tonight.
Hey, what did I tell you just now?
Hey, we're going to this dance tonight, you know. You can do what you like with them pigeons between now and then. But come 7 o'clock, I want you stood there, washed, shaved, best suit on and ready for out.
You're dead callous, you know. I've got a sick pigeon to worry about.
Look, it's me you've got to worry about, love. I'm like them pigeons, you know. I've got feelings, so there's no arguments.
You see how it is, Peter? You're going to have to spend some of that money you fiddled me and Curly out of, aren't you?
You're talking about fiddle. The more or less give you that car.
You what? It cost us a fortune to get it back on the road again, and we've had to give Kevin Webster a third share in it.
Doing a father's job, aren't you, son? Teaching you how to spend your money wisely.
Hey, Terry, now you've got a car going again. I mean, you will be taking me and your dad to this dance, won't you?
Hey? No, I can't, can I? I mean, it's not just my car, is it? It's Kevin and Curly's as well, you know.
Well, they'll let you have it for an hour, won't they?
No, we've got something on tonight, haven't we? Me dad'll just have to get a taxi.
Hey, don't you be spending my money for me. Well, that's it, isn't it? We're not going.
Look, we are going to this dance, and we're going in style. And I'm not jumping on and off of buses, not in my new dress, so don't you think it.
Andy, I wish you'd stop standing in me light. I've got to get this dress done for Mrs. Duckworth. She wants to go out in it tonight.
Sooner her than me. I wouldn't even wear that in the house.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, but she likes it, and it takes all sorts. Oh, I wish you'd give over mooching about and fiddling with my stuff. Anyhow, you're supposed to be studying.
I am. I'm just having a break.
Yeah, well, there's more breaks than studying, if you ask me. I'm not so keen on this studying at home. You'd be better off at school, in my opinion.
I do as much work as anybody else, more than most.
Hey, where have you put that tape you made of last week's top 20?
Why? I want to play it.
Who said you could? Oh, don't be rotten. You're dead mean, you.
Who's off the pair of you? I am trying to work.
I might be able to find it if I can borrow that gloss nail varnish you bought last week.
What do you want it for?
My nails.
Oh, very clever. You going out tonight or something?
Something.
Hop it. The pair of you.
Okay, we're going. It's really horrible, that dress, Mum.
There you go, mate, all right?
It's our son. Are 972?
Yeah, they were last night, I heard.
Good. Do you know something? Being a milkman nowadays would be good training for working in a bank.
I just think you should have a place of your own.
I didn't have a house when I first got married. We lived with my mother.
Well, you know what it's like then.
She was a grandwoman, was my mother. She'd do anything for anybody. And if anybody died round our way, she was the first to be there. She used to lay 'em out, tidy 'em up, until the undertaker came.
Oh, yeah.
But my husband, Frank, he didn't appreciate her.
Why?
He was a right one, he was.
What did you do?
Well, he wouldn't go to church, and he would not get up on a Sunday morning. He couldn't get him out of that bed, and it used to upset her. And he knew it did, because she was a religious woman, was my mother.
Oh, really?
He carried on something shameful about letting her have his ration book. War were on at the time, but we were still rationed. He swore blind she was stealing his sweet coupons, as if she would. I'll admit she was fond of toffee, but she'd never have done that. She'd too much self-control. Not like him.
How do you mean?
He never wore anything in bed. And if he got up at middle at night, he used to walk about naked.
Did she see him?
No, but she knew he did it, and it upset her. More than I can tell you.
Well, I'm sorry, Phyllis. I sympathise with your husband.
Oh, yes, you would. People did. You were a real charmer, the little rat.
Hi, Jack. Fancy a couple, mate? Two more teas over here, Martin, please.
I'll tell you what, kid, it might only be me the first, but there's a rare wind blowing up that ladder. And I'm up there grafting, thinking to myself, I am just earning money for our Vera to throw away tonight. I bet it's going to be a right boring dance.
I meant to ask you, whose band is it, anyway?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be dancing, do I? Not on my time of life. It's for the wife, anyway.
Get away, you'll have a great time.
Yeah, but it's going to cost me a fortune, innit? I mean, there's not only the tickets, but there's the ale as well. And you can bet it's going to be bottled ale. Then there's the frock that your missus is making up.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. At least you've got the material for now.
Hey, Harry, don't mention that to anybody, will you? You know how funny women are. They only like stuff that they think costs a fortune, don't they?
Are these what you wanted, love?
Yes, they'll do fine.
My heck, you're doing a big bake, aren't you? Oh, lodgers of yours entering for an eating competition or what?
No, no. Mind you, they are good eaters. No, I'm baking for the church social. Thank you very much.
Ta-ra, love.
Bye.
Ta-ra, love.
She's always at it, isn't she, Emily? Hospital visiting, baking for the church social. Mind you, she doesn't shout about it. You'd never know if you didn't ask her.
Yeah, well, when you try and do a bit of good, you don't get any thanks for it, so it don't pay to advertise.
Oh, you reckon you're in the same class as Emily, do you, as a do-gooder?
See, you're having a go at me now. You've got to have a very thick skin when you're on the council, you know. People always think you're out for yourself, on the fiddle, you know, pulling strings. Don't stop them coming to you and asking you to pull strings for them, though.
Well, I've had a word with Alf Roberts, by the way.
Hey? What about?
Getting a council house. I mean, you've had your name down, haven't you, ever since you were married, and now Nicky's born. I mean, well, you're entitled.
Well, we said all that to the housing department, Mum.
Well, I dare say you have, Brian, but all the same, you want somebody that'll help you push it along a bit, don't you? I mean, what's the point of knowing a council love if you don't get him told you out?
Yes, please, Betty. Half a bitter and half a lager for me, Mum, please.
Right. How's your Gail?
Oh, she's all right, thanks.
Oh, good. Not seen her in here for a bit. She don't mean nothing, love. She don't really know all, you know. About you and Gail. There's been no talk. Well, not that I've heard of, anyway.
Well, if there has, there has.
Brian, I do hope you're going to be all right in this bed-sitter, love. I mean, sharing a bathroom. Well, some folk aren't hygienic, are they? You tell Gail that she's got to look after that little Nicky, all right?
She knows all that, Mum. Gail doesn't need telling.
Right, seen that the car's roadworthy again? Where are we going tonight, lads? You fancy that disco up in Eccles? Somebody reckon you get a lot of student nurses up there. Oh, yeah, lads, I meant to tell you, I've got this bloke lined up. You might want to buy the car. Who? Well, he's not from round here. He's a mate of one of the guys at work. Lives up Oldham way. So I said I'd run the car up there and let him have a look at it. Well, OK, we'll do that, and then we'll go to the disco. Oh, give over, Curly. Supposing the bloke does want to buy it, we can't say, sorry, mate, we're off to a disco in Eccles, can we? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Terry, I wasn't thinking. I mean, if he does want to buy it, we'll just all have to get the bus back. Sounds an exciting evening. Yeah, look, lads, there's no need for you two to come. I don't mind seeing to this myself. I mean, you two might as well enjoy yourselves. No point in all three of us traipsing up to Oldham, is there? No, it's not, is there? Well, if you're sure, Terry. Nah, it's all right. But I tell you what, if you do want to help a bit, you could give the car a good clean and wash this afternoon. Yeah, OK. If it's nice and clean, it could make all the difference tonight. That's just what I was thinking. Hey, don't go below 800. Hey? For the car? Oh, yeah. Well, 775 anyway, if you have to, but no lower. Lads, leave it with me. You know I'll do my best. Anyway, I've got a lot to do, so see you later. Yeah. You reckon he'll manage it? He might. He can be very persuasive when he wants, Teddy.
Oh, hey, tell your mum thanks very much, love. I know she's pulled out all stops on this for me. Did she say how much I owe her?
No, she said to tell you she's not had a chance to work the bill out yet.
Oh. Hey, Terry, my dress is finished.
Great.
Can't wait to try it on. Excuse me, love.
Hiya.
Hi.
We still OK for tonight, then?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Listen, do you really want to go and see this play, what were it,
Oedipus Rex. Yes, I do want to see it.
OK. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. I'll have my motor back today, so we'll have no transport problems, right?
We need to be there by 7:30.
OK, I'll pick up about 6:30. Is that OK?
OK.
Oh, listen, do you mind meeting me round the corner in Rosamond Street?
What for?
Well, it's a bit complicated, but it's to do with my car, you know.
Hello. You don't want to waste your time talking to my big daft lad. How I can do for you?
No, I just brought Mrs. Duckworth's dress round. I better be off. Bye.
Rosamond Street, 6:30. Yeah?
OK.
Great.
You won't be told, will you? I can see how this is going to end up. Her father threatening me because you've ruined his daughter.
What are you on about, eh?
You can do terrible injuries with a broken milk bottle, lad. That is what I'm on about.
A pretty girl is like a melody. How about that then?
Yeah, it's knockout, man.
Hey, where's my shoes? Oh, that's better, isn't it? What do you reckon, Jack? How do I look?
You look very nice, love. To me.
What do you mean to you?
Well, I'm just saying, you look all right. It looks very nice from the back.
But not the front, eh?
No, I just keep telling you, Vera, it looks all right, love. Looks...
Yeah. Nice one, man, yeah.
Makes me look fat, doesn't it? Makes me look old and fat.
Oh, come on, Vera. Vera. It's a frock, love. It's not a magic wand.
I've gone right off it now. I wish I'd never had it made.
Marvellous, flipping marvellous. Does this mean we don't have to go out tonight?
Hiya.
Hello, love. I suppose you want some dinner.
There's no rush. Tell you what, you fancy walking on the Rovers, have a drink first?
Oh, I wouldn't mind. I've not stopped all morning. I could just fancy a drink.
Right then, well that's settled. I'll get that.
Okay.
Hello, love.
Is she in?
Yeah, front room.
Oh, hello, Vera. I see you've got it on.
Well, that's what I've come about. It's not right, is it?
Well, how do you mean it's not right?
Well, look at me. It's all wrong.
Well, let's see. Well, it looks like a very good fit to me.
Oh, I know it's a good fit. It's just that, look, it's we are look, you know.
Well, it's what you wanted, Vera. I've made the dress you wanted me to make, and it's a lovely fit.
I'll be walking out at Rovers, love. I'll see you in there.
I mean, what is it you're complaining about?
Oh, don't get me wrong, love. No, I'm not complaining. It's just that it's not right, is it?
I'll see you down there, love.
Look, it's this thing mainly. This. I look as I'm expecting when I turn sideways.
Well, you wanted that, Vera. It was your idea.
I know. I should have told you right from off. Don't take any notice of all I ask you for.
Well, it's a bit late to tell me that.
I mean, our Jack hasn't said out, not really. I mean, he's very loyal. But I can tell he don't like it. Look, and he's taking me dancing tonight. We've got tickets and everything.
Well, what do you expect me to do about it, Vera?
Oh, can he alter it? Can you put it back to where we had it before?
And 20's a pound, love. Thanks very much.
Tra.
Hello, Ivy. What can I do for you?
No, love, I just dashed out while William's back's turned. I want to word with his lordship.
Want to word with me, love?
Yes, Alf, I wondered if you'd managed to get things moving yet.
Not with you.
You know about getting our Brian and Gail, the council house. She said you'd pull a few strings.
I said nothing of the sort, Ivy.
Eh? Oh, I see. Oh, fair enough, well.
Look, all I said was I would see they got fair consideration. It was only yesterday. I've got other things to think about, you know, like making a living.
Yeah, all right. Look, Alf, you know better than I do about how these things are done, but if you could, you know, like, push it along as quick as you can, like, because, anyway, I'll leave it with you. OK.
Well, you would be a councillor.
I must want my head feeling. You can't win, can you? They will get a council house when the turn comes up at the top of the list. No sooner, no later. If it's sooner, Ivy's going to be telling everybody that Councillor Roberts fixed it for her. If it's later, she's going to be telling everybody what a useless old beggar Councillor Roberts is. Right, I'm off. See you tomorrow, Chucky.
All right.
See you again.
You might as well get your coat on and get home too, Phyllis. Can't make a start on the washing up while I'm waiting for Brian. He's picking Nicky up from play school on his way here.
Are you sure?
Yeah! We can do most of it tomorrow, because as soon as Brian gets here, I'm off.
OK, love.
That was good timing.
Look, there's your mum.
I've got something for you. Were you a good boy at play school today? Did Mrs. Beaver send you into the naughty for you? Oh, good.
Good night, love.
No night, Phyllis.
Night, Phyllis. Ready for off, then?
Yeah, just get my coat.
I saw Mum at dinner time. She asked if we'd like to go round for tea tonight.
Oh, OK.
Said we would. Some other time. Come on, soldier. Let's go home.
I can't wait to get there. I've not stopped all day.
I don't know why you let her mess you about.
Neither do I, except she lives next door.
What are we having for tea, Mum?
I haven't a clue. See what there is in the fridge if you're hungry.
Me and Sue will make the tea.
Oh, good girl. I can finish this in about another 10 minutes if I stick at it. And then that's it. It stays the way it is. And if I never see it again, it'll be too soon.
She's no idea about clothes, has she, Mrs. Duckworth? Yeah, I mean, she must have some idea. She does work in the rag trade, doesn't she? Well, I won't wear it, I know that.
Well, don't let Vera Duckworth hear you say that, whatever you do. If she asks you, lie.
Where is it you're going tonight, love?
There's a play on in Manchester, Oedipus Rex. Oh, that's ancient Greek rubbish, isn't it? Sooner you than me. Who are you going with? Never you mind. Come on, let's get tea on. It's not that wet Bruce, is it? The one with the specs? No, it's not. It's Mike Simpkins, isn't it? It might be.
So what is it tonight? That Clint Eastwood film or what?
Looks like our best option.
Spring in the air and you lads off to the pictures with the motor at your disposal. You should be working your way steadily through all the lasses in Weatherfield.
Ah, well, we haven't got the motor tonight, you see.
Oh.
Come on, then.
Cheers.
Hey, poor old Terry.
What do you mean, poor old Terry?
Well, there's us going to the pictures, and there's Terry traipsing round Oldham trying to flog that car. Mind you, if he doesn't, it's not my fault. I spent 2 hours cleaning that this afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, lovely. Brought your cookery book back.
Oh, good.
Did you see what you wanted?
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink, Emma?
Oh, no thanks, Abby. I only called in to give Betty a book on the way to the church social. It's Maudsley Street, Congregational. It's really very pleasant affairs. Is that kind of thing up your street at all?
Well, I don't know, really.
Oh, there's no service, just a social evening. Very nice crowd of people. You probably know a lot of them, I dare say.
Well, it's not as if I'm doing anything better. I'll come with you.
Oh, right,
Hello, Abby.
You finished Vera's crop, yeah?
Come on, love, you deserve this.
Yeah.
Brandy and baby sham, make it a double.
Yeah.
And a pint for me, please.
Okay, kid.
I never thought you'd do it, you know. How you managed it?
I never stopped all afternoon. That's how I managed it.
Well, I hope she's grateful. What did she say when you gave it her?
I didn't stop to give her the chance. Soon as she opened the door, I just pushed it at her. If she doesn't like it now, well, it's just hard luck.
Hey, it's better, isn't it? What do you reckon now, Terry?
Mum, you look great. Knockout.
Ah, you're a good lad.
Here, make sure that my dad gives you a good time tonight. He's rolling in it. All that money he got off me and Curly for that old wreck of his.
She's no better, our Dolly. By rights, I should be with her tonight, you know.
Oh, shut up about you playing in pigeon. She's an homing bird. I happen to be a going-out bird. Well, Jack, what do you reckon to dress?
Look, I told you before, fine.
It's different. It's better, isn't it?
Right, I'm off. Have a good time, won't you?
Hey, hang on. Is that you I can smell? God, blimey, that aftershave you put on, it's got a niff on it like a fandancer's watch strap. So, where you off then?
Out. See ya.
All this birding is going to cripple your health, you know. Do you fancy running me and your mum?
No chance. I'm late now. Spend a couple of quid on a taxi. You can afford it.
Ta-ra, love.
See ya.
Hey, enjoy yourself.
Will do.
Hey, Jack, I do look all right, don't I?
You look great. Terrific. And I've not even had a drink yet.
Hey, Jack. It'd be like when we were courting tonight, won't it?
Yeah.
You know, do you remember all them dances we used to go to Quapall?
I used to like taking your own best.
Yeah. Hey, will it be a taxi tonight?
We used to have some fun, though, snogging in them doorways, didn't we?
Hey, we don't have to do that anymore, do we? No one can come straight home, have the house to ourselves. I bet our two don't come home at all hours.
Well, for me, kid, we don't have to wait till we get home. For me, it's a fact. For me, we don't even have to go out.
Get your coat on. Look, we are going out. And before we go, I want to see you've got your wallet with you.
Last orders now, lads.
Go on, I'll have another pint before you chuck us out.
Were you down at the town hall tonight?
Yeah, finance committee.
The dance going on down there, wasn't there? Jack and Vera Duckworth were going.
Oh, aye, there was. You could hear the thumping. Duckies went, did they?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought it were their sort of scene.
I think it was her that fancied it most of all, you know. Got a new frock and everything. She was in here earlier on, showing it off, while they were waiting for a taxi to pick them up.
In style, eh? Have one yourself.
Oh, thanks, love.
2 pints, please, Wolf.
You're only just in time. Last orders now, gents, please. Good picture, was it?
Seen better. I wonder how Terry went on. I wonder if he managed to shift that car. Hey, do you reckon he'll twist us? Who, Terry? How do you mean, twist us? Supposing he sells the car for 900. He tells us he's only got 8.
Blimey, Kev, he wouldn't do that. You've got to trust, you know.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I wonder how he went on. Has Teddy been in tonight, Wolf?
I haven't seen him.
Well, he's not back yet. That means he might have cracked it.
No, listen, I'm not being funny now, but it beats me why people want to pay good money to see that Oedipus stuff.
You really hated it, didn't you?
Well, you can't say it was entertaining, can you, eh?
Some plays aren't supposed to be just entertaining. They're meant to make you think. You know, have a moral.
Oh, yeah. So what was the moral of that, then? Don't marry a bird old enough to be a man?
I suppose so.
Well, look, I don't need to go see a boring play to learn that now, do I? Any road, any fella that marries a bird old enough to be his man deserves all he gets.
You're lucky out, the car will stink of vinegar.
It's all right, I'll get Cooley to clean it tomorrow. Clean it this afternoon. He thought I were out trying to sell this tonight.
Didn't.
He did. I'll tell you, him and that Kevin, they're dead innocent.
You're awful.
Good though, innit?
I'm not putting mine in the back. There's a bin over there. Where's the other one?
I'll do it. You satisfied now?
Oh, hello, Terry.
Hiya.
Oh, is that Norman you've got with you?
He,
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
Oh, well, throw Terry.
See you.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Oh.
That was only Curly's landlady, wasn't it? She's bound to say something.
Well, you've lost your car washer then.
Oh, never mind. Fancy a salty kiss? You know, I reckon if an undertaker saw you two, he'd think he was in business. But you're both just out your crash bags, aren't you?
So? It's bank holiday. You're allowed to have a lying bank holiday, that's what it's for. Where are we going today, then?
You what?
Well, like Kev says, we're on holiday, so I thought we might go somewhere in our car.
You mean like go for a run?
Yeah, hey, Kev. I don't mind. Not else to do.
Nobody takes a car out on Bank Holiday Monday, do they? All them traffic jams, weekend drivers, motorway madness. Pure violence out there. I tell you what, I'll see you for a pint in the pub later on.
We'll give us the keys, we'll go ourselves. Yeah, we don't mind the odd jam or three.
I'll hang on to this and I'll be doing you a favour. Really.
So we're taking Andy out again.
I know. Like he did the other night when he's supposed to be flogging this.
I know. Anyone would think it was her who had a third share in it, not us.
For the umpteenth time, will you please both put your own ironing away?
Mother, I'm working.
You looked half asleep to me.
She's mooning, aren't you, Andrea, about Terry T-shirt. She's wondering whether to throw herself at him or play hard to get. Hey, how do I look?
You are not going out looking like that.
I am. We're going down to the fair.
Yeah, that'll be the best place for you and all the fairground. You're not going out looking like a little tart.
Dead old-fashioned, you are.
Sue, love, you're young enough not to need makeup. Wait till you're my age and have tied behind it.
I'm only expressing my personality.
That's what she's afraid of. Hey, Mum?
You put enough makeup on when you're going out with Terry T-shirt. Where's he taking you today? Out in that old banger? I won't be seen dead in it.
She is staying in working, I hope.
Oh, Mum, it's May Day. Your proletarian holiday. Work's a swear word today.
Only for workers, not for schoolgirls. Oh, hello, love. You did manage to get finished soon.
Well, with all the husbands being at home, there's nothing to detain, was there?
You're asking for a clout, you are.
You in a play, a pantomime or something?
Don't you start.
She's just going to wash it off, aren't you, Sue?
I'm always the odd one out with me mates. Always.
Get some different mates, then.
Well, I'd rather go out with them than gruesome Terry Duckworth. Any day.
Oh, Duckworths.
What about them?
Thought I'd post that bill to the letterbox for that dress you made for Vera.
Oh, any time will do.
I can take it now for you if you like.
Well, there's no push. I'm not desperate for money.
No, it'll be a breath of fresh air for me. Where is it, Dad?
That's my jacket pocket, love.
Won't be a sec.
Breath of fresh air going next door.
Well, it's Terry, isn't it? Should be hoping to see him.
You said that like you prefer she doesn't.
Well, he's a bit. He's nothing special, is it? Just a big rough lad. Anyway, she ain't got time for boyfriends, Harry. I don't think I'll even bother getting dressed today.
Good idea, Chuck. You put your feet up, have a rest. You deserve it, like I do.
Well, at least I won't get sniggered at in my own home.
Oh, don't start again, for Pete's sake.
Well, how would you like it if you were made to look like a clown in public?
Well, that's normal for me, Dad. Isn't it, Dad? Well, don't nobody move. You might just strain something.
Not wearing that dress again. I'll walk about in nude first.
You've got to find out if there's any horses about first.
Why?
Because you might frighten them.
I brought this for your mum from my mum. It's the bill for the dress that she made her.
Right, so.
Doing anything special today?
No, you?
Studying as usual.
So, you won't be going out then?
I didn't say that. I could manage it after dinner.
All right.
See you then.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Right. Are you not going to walk me back home?
Hang on, just got to switch the iron off. A letter for you, Mumsy.
For me? Who's it from?
Open it and see.
Hey, where you going? That ironing board won't put itself away, you know.
Back in a jiffy.
I reckon on a certain day every year, all the money in the country should be shared out amongst everybody. May Day would be a good day to do it.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
You don't believe what?
This bill.
What bill?
From Connie Clayton for my dress. She's only charged me £38.50, that's all.
Seems a bit steep.
Steep? For that load of tap that she put together. Huh, I think it's diabolical. Plus she can whistle for that. What, after all them funny looks I got wearing that dress?
Look, I keep telling you, they might have been admiring it.
Look, I know when somebody's admiring me. And when somebody thinks I look like a duffel bag.
Oh, it's gorgeous, but it really suits you. Oh, yes, indeed.
Thank you. Cost a bob or two, that and all. You must be raking it in at Roper.
Well, animals get a new coat in the spring, don't they? So why not me?
You mean like cats?
Exactly. Anyway, it always used to be new outfits time, this, didn't it?
Yes, and then you go around to all your relatives in your new togs, hoping to slip some money in your pocket.
Only when she got home, my mother used to take the money off her and spend it on brown ale, didn't she?
Oh, she did not. We used to have a day out in the countryside on the proceeds.
Do you know, she were better than a monkey up a stick to her family, weren't she?
Hey, talking of going out, are any of you lot off anywhere today?
I'm off with these two.
Where? You've got 3 fellas lined up, haven't you? 3 reps. Can I come and hold your coat?
We're going bird watching.
Bird watching? Is it legal for women?
We're going to the bird sanctuary at Martin Mere.
Ah, heck. You must be getting desperate, Rita.
Oh, why should she be? It's a very nice way to spend an afternoon. Absolutely. It's healthy, educational, supporting a good cause. Yeah, what more do you want?
Sorry. Sounds great.
So, are you coming?
No, I've got some petite point to finish. I'll see you. You'd never have gone bird watching in your heyday, would you?
Look, you can change your mind, you know. You don't have to come if you think it'll damage your image.
I've said I will, so I will.
Give us a lager, Wilf.
Oh, booked yourself on a wagonette today, have you?
Hey, come on, they were even before my time. No, I'm not going anywhere, love. Brian and Gail asked me to go out for a trip with them, you know, but, well, you never know if it's charity, do you?
No, I suppose not.
That's right, well.
That's correct.
Okay, love.
Was my gang in the snug, Wilf?
They were.
All right, fellas, can I have a glass of bitter? When can we expect your brains to be switched on today, or have they, been permanently put to sleep, so you can be revived when you find a cure for dummies? Can I have a glass of bitter, please, Wilf?
It's not on, Terry.
What's not?
You want a car to take Andy out, and it's not on.
What did we say when we were buying that car off my dad? Come on, what did we say?
What?
We said it was for business and for birds, right?
Right.
Have you got a bird?
No.
Have you?
No.
I have. So I'm doing what we said. I'm using it for a bird, according to contract.
One bitter.
Yeah, but in these circumstances, where only one of us has got a bird, it's very, antisocial for you to use it just for yourself.
Not to mention selfish. Oh, I see. So we have to wait till all 3 of us has got a bird before we can use the car. Is that what you're saying?
You can still use the car without birds being actually in it, Terry. You know, they're not essential like wheels.
What's the point in that? Everybody knows that a car's for birding in. It's like a commandment.
Yeah, but couldn't the car come first, just now and again? Like today, for instance, we could go out and then go looking for birds.
You what? When I've already got a bird? That's like asking me to go fishing when I've already got cod and chips in front of me. I'm sorry, Curly, but I find your demands totally unreasonable.
You're a swine, Terry.
I'm just better looking than you two.
Thought you'd have been at your villa this weekend.
What villa?
Oh, come on, you must have a place in the sun somewhere. You must have.
No, I haven't.
Well, what do you spend your brass on? I'm not being nosy, but I've been giving a lot of thought to money this morning.
You, Jack? I spend it on you.
Me?
Well, I give your Vera some, don't I? She brings it home. Some of it must go back to you. Even if she only gets you the odd pair of underpants now and then. I am your benefactor, Jack. Did you know that?
Some benefactor.
Why, you're not short of a few quid yourself, are you, Jack? You sold your car.
Ah, but when you've got a few quid, that's when you realise how little you've got compared to somebody like Baldwin.
I know, but I mean, what have you been doing this morning, then?
Oh, not a lot. I've been having one of my prowls, seeing what needs to be done.
Oh, did you find anything?
Yeah, quite a lot. I could spend a fortune on the loading bay, according to what George has just seen.
Oh, did George across there?
Yeah, Turbos from Halifax had a fire last week. They're anxious to get the new premises restocked as quick as possible, so he volunteered to drive some jeans and flying suits over.
He's not actually gone, has he?
No, he's over in the loading bay.
Oh.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Oh, hello.
Have a drink?
Well, I was going to plant my dahlias.
You haven't got a garden, have you?
True enough. So I may as well have a drink.
2 pints of brandy lemonade, Will.
Coming up.
Oh, if anybody else says I look radiant again, I'll slosh him.
You look radiant.
I like a man who's not afraid to speak his own mind.
Hey, that's a lovely outfit, Bear.
Well, it's a belated birthday present to myself, actually. You're only 21 once, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, by the way, I've not seen Vera since you went to that dance. How did her dress go down?
Like a brick boat.
Oh.
Well, according to her, she felt uncomfortable. It said folk were staring at her. But you know what women are like, don't you, with dresses? I mean, one minute they like them, the next minute they're kicking them around the house.
Well, I'm very sorry she didn't like it.
Oh, well, that bill you sent her didn't help, you know.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, she reckoned you overcharged her by a mile. Cheers, Harry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello. What are you doing working today?
Rush delivery to Halifax.
Halifax?
Yeah, boss asked me to take it. I'd nothing else to do, so,
Oh, be a nice run out there.
I could think of nicer runs.
Make a change from being cooped up in house.
Would you like to come with me, then?
Yes, I'd love to.
I don't suppose boss would mind me taking you.
No, of course you wouldn't, no.
Oh, well, get in there unless you've nothing to get from home.
No, I'm fine as I am.
In you get then.
Thank you.
Well, that's me ration as soon as I'm driving. I'll be seeing you lads.
We've got to sort this out, Terry.
Definitely. I thought we already had. I thought we decided that the bloke with the bird gets priority.
Yeah, but that's nearly always going to be you.
Well, the remedy's in your own hands, innit? Get trapping. Today's a good day for it. Everybody will be in holiday mood. The park will be full of panting birds. Even you two might score. See you, lads.
The park? How old does he think we are? Wandering round the park, grinning like idiots at all the girls that pass, trying to think of something witty to say. I used to do that when I was 14. Wasn't very successful then either.
He thinks we're kids compared with him.
I suppose he does. And I suppose we are compared with him. Do you think he got his confidence in the army? Maybe we should join up.
Bit drastic. Anyway, we're going to let him get away with it. Keep monopolising the car.
Well, how can we stop him? He's got the car keys, and we can hardly take him off him, because he's bigger and a better fighter than what we are.
So, we don't need muscle.
Yeah. I suppose I could make a play for Andrea myself, you know, sweep her off her feet. That'd take the supercilious grin off his arrogant face, wouldn't it, eh? Hello, Terry. Have you seen my new chick? Andrea Clayton. She's wild about me, aren't you, darling? Even peels me oranges.
Oh, I think we're going to have to be sly.
Yeah, like Bernie's T-shirts on the washing line.
Something like that.
What we're going to do today, anyway?
Not much.
I thought not. Do you know, my life is nearly over, and I've done nothing.
Have another drink, love?
No.
She'll cough. Of course she will. She's like that, isn't she? Makes a song and dance about everything. She's probably never paid a bill in her life without complaining. It's against her principles to pay bills.
She'll pay this bill. I sweated blood making of that dress.
Just be patient. Have another drink?
I don't feel like another drink.
Well, I'm getting you one anyway. Some blinking holiday this is. Pint of brandy lemonade, look, please.
Look, if it'll help bring a smile back to your missus's face, you can tell her I run a debt collecting agency on the side, and I'll squeeze that money out of Vera for her and enjoy every minute of it.
Thanks.
Toffs never pay bills, do they? I mean, it's a well-known fact, that. They owe thousands to the tailors.
What's that got to do with anything?
No, it's just an observation.
I presume that brandy was for Connie, only she's just leaving.
And that's what we mean when we say that the thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Fa-da-da-da-da, fa-da-da-da-da, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Fa-da-da-da, fa-da-da-da, fa-da-da-da.
Oh, I'm coming.
Hello, Vera. What do you want?
Can I have a word with you? What about? Well, I think you know. I can hardly discuss it stood here.
I don't know whether I want to discuss that with you.
Oh, come in.
Well, what do you want?
I believe you're not very pleased with that dress.
I'm not.
What's wrong with it?
I don't feel right in it.
Well, it was your pattern.
Yeah, well, it didn't turn out how I thought it would do.
Well, that's hardly my fault.
Well, you made it.
Like you wanted it making.
Yeah, well, it could have been made a lot better.
Well, I don't see how you make that out.
Well, I do.
So, what about the bill? I believe you're not satisfied with that either.
It's too much.
Not for the work I put in, it's not.
Well, it is for what I got.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying it's too much, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying it's not.
Well, that's your opinion.
Are you going to pay it?
I'm not paying £38.50 for that, and that's a fact.
It's fair money for the work I did.
Well, that's your opinion again.
I'm not knocking you any off if that's
Look,
what you're hoping.
I'll give you 20 quid now.
No. I did you a job. A good job. And I've charged you a fair price for it.
Yeah, well, 20 quid would be a lot fairer for that rubbing rag.
I do not make rubbing rags, Vera. Though I'm not saying it didn't look like one when you climbed into it. You would make a Paris model look like a dishcloth. You've got your bill. I expect it to be paid. And soon.
Right, come on in, Joe.
One good thing about going to Halifax today, the roads were quiet.
Hey, come on, it's hardly a holiday resort, is it, Halifax? Still, I enjoyed it, George.
Me too. I enjoyed the company.
Right, what do you want for your tea?
Are you sure? I don't want you to go into trouble on any of my account.
No, it's no trouble, George. I'm famished myself, love. I tell you what, how about lamb chop and chips? I've got 2 chops in the fridge, but I don't think they're very big, though.
Oh, first class. As long as I do the chips. I'm an expert at chips.
Right, and then we'll have tin peaches and top off at milk for afters. OK?
Meal fit for a king.
Well, it'll do. I'll tell you something else, George. You know, it'll make a change to have somebody to cook for again.
You miss your O'Brien and his wife being here, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Think they'll be coming back?
No, I doubt it, George.
Well, you know what they say. One man's loss is another man's gain. Where are those spuds?
Come on, I'll show you. I hope these chips of yours are up to standard, you know.
They'll make your mouth water.
Now who's covering herself in gunge? Mother, have you seen her? Seems to me there's one law for Andrea and another for me in this house.
It's the privilege of age, sister dear. You'll get it when you grow up.
All right, we all know you're taking your A-levels. You don't have to keep trying to blind us with big words. Going out with Terry T-shirts again, are we? Twice in one day, you must be getting serious. Are you serious?
As if you'd know what serious was. Anyway, mind your own business.
Are you going out with him again tonight, Andy?
Yes. Look, it's nothing to do with me, this row you're having with Mrs. Duckworth. Or with Terry.
Yeah, but he's her son, isn't he? He's a Duckworth. So he's bound to be on his mother's side. So you should be on your mother's side and cut him out of your life, like I shall out of mine. You're looking very smart, Father.
I can do, you know. You get ready then, love?
I don't feel like going out.
Look, we're going out, not letting them next door ruin our social life. They make habits of it, given half a chance.
Yeah, they're dead horrific, aren't they? Do you think Terry will look like his dad when he gets older? Sort of not all there.
Oh, well, you're right, love. Of course you are. I mean, it's not as if it's me who's in wrong, it's her. I'll go and get me coat.
wish you'd stop going on about me and Terry in front of me mother.
Andrea,
What?
you know what happened to Romeo and Juliet when their parents fell out?
Would you care to partake of a drink yourself?
Well, your generosity is very much appreciated, but, no, thanks. You're looking uncommonly pleased with yourself, you two.
Will, do you know what the most exquisite feeling is in the world?
No smutty talk.
Revenge. Am I right, comrade?
Oh, undoubtedly, comrade.
I saw the Franklin Gully note Martin Mere in December. It's only the 7th recorded sighting in this country ever. Did you know I was a twitcher?
I've had my suspicions.
What, Mr. Sugden?
A twitcher, that's what they call bird watchers, you know. Not just interested in cage birds, oh no.
Look, Percy, I'm not interested in your funny habits. I want to know what this lot got up to today.
Oh, it was very interesting at Martin Mere, wasn't it?
It was fascinating.
I'll tell you why you really went.
Well, to see the birds. Do you know, there are 120-odd different species of ducks, geese and swans.
Yes, but what were they all doing? Well, I'll tell you. It's breeding time, isn't it? May. There were eggs plopping into nests all over the place. Do you know what I think? I think Mavy's got broody, because she can't wait to go back in June when it's Downy Duckling week, can you?
Am I right or am I wrong, Emily? Wasn't she just as interested as us?
Yes, she was. She was captivated. Of course I was. It was a great afternoon out. And we had a lovely afternoon tea in a little chintzy cafe.
Gorgeous homemade cake.
Stop it, will you? Does this orgy go on tonight as well?
We're going for a Chinese meal.
You know, that's really wicked, that is.
In fact, it's time we were going. We booked it for 8:30.
8:30, imagine.
Excuse me, do you think you could fit an extra one in, Mrs. Bishop? Because I'd like to talk to you about... I'm sure they could, you know. I mean, it's only fact means find another chair, doesn't it? And I'd like to talk to you about the spoon bill I once thought, Martin.
Well, they'd be delighted to have you, Percy. You'd be the icing on the bath bun, wouldn't you, girls?
Right, that's settled then. So when you're ready, I take it we'll be going Dutch over this meal.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, will you, Rita? That'll teach them to go out enjoying themselves while I'm stuck here.
Here's your Terry.
Oh, hiya, Terry. Are you having a drink? Your dad will get you one.
Here, it's Kevin
In the snug.
Starting in.
I wish you weren't so generous with my money, Vera.
Well, it just won't start, so I wondered if you'd have a look at it for me.
Does the AEUW allow that on May Day, Kev?
No way.
No, I thought not.
Come on, stop messing about. It's probably something and nothing. Andrea's waiting for me outside. Kev, a favour for a mate. You rotten sods. Just wait till either of you wants a favour doing. Just you wait.
Not very bright, is it?
No, I thought he would have spotted it.
Yeah, it would have been the first place I would have looked.
Just think, for the want of a road to Rome, a night of passion has been lost.
We having luck.
I think I'll have a tea, Maria.
Rex.
A pint and a tea Maria.
Beautiful.
Evening.
How do?
Looks like there's a war on.
Yeah.
Still, got nothing to do with us, has it?
Nope.
I mean, me and you are not going to fall out just because the women owe money. That is their affair. They get enough. Not our fault if they're bad managers.
My wife's not a bad manager.
Very loyal, mate.
What are you trying to say, Jack?
Well, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, not in the pub, not on a night out.
Get to the point.
Well, your missus owes me £4.50 for windows, and has done for a while now. Is that why she bumped our Vera's bill up? I mean, is she a bit skint-like? The things they will do to get their hands on brass women. Our Vera's the same, you know.
Connie's not skint, mate. I'll see to that. She pays her way even if your wife doesn't. But if you want your window money, why not take it out of what Vera owes Connie? That way, everybody's happy. OK, mate.
Right, Jack. You and Vera are better at making enemies than Hitler was.
Oh, they knows these planes.
Hey, what's going on? You know it makes you when you brood. She's got a right to brood. You'd brood if you had them Duckworths shouting the odds at you, and in public and all. Oh, I'm forgetting. They're lovely, aren't they, the Duckworths? They must be to have a lovely son like Terry.
What was me dad thinking about? I can understand you making a fool of yourself, but not me dad.
I did not make a fool of myself, madam. You'd have known that if you'd been there. Do you know what he had the nerve to do, that Duckworth man? He actually asked us for his window money. £4 window money he asked us for, and his wife sat next to him owing me £38.50.
You don't want to let her get away with it, Mum. Wait for her in the back entry and make her pay up.
Stop winding her up, will you? She's quite capable of starting a revolution without your help.
Oh, I'll start more on a revolution.
Oh, you mustn't, Mum. Well, What'll happen at the wedding if the bride and groom's parents aren't talking?
Hey! Stop it, the pair of you. It's the neighbours we're at war with, not each other.
I reckon it's her that's causing all the trouble, you know. There's no wrong with him. Why, there's plenty of families like that. You've only got to look at... You're a bit skinny with them cornflakes, aren't you?
You've only got to what?
Hey, you've only got to look at the way Stan and Hilda used to be. That's what I was going to say.
Well, yeah. Oh, and he's all right then, is he, Harry?
Of course he is. He's a good mate of mine. He was only shooting his mouth off for sake of appearances. You get no aggro out of him. Show us how fit you are. We'll get the milk off the step.
Got it yourself, you're not crippled.
Do you know what my dad had done to me? Speaking to him like that, he'd give us a backhander.
Try it. Go on, just try it.
Think yourself knucky, I'm not like him. Why didn't you tell me you brought the milk in?
Because I didn't.
Well, you must have done. He's not on the step.
And shall I tell you for why? Because that good mate of yours didn't leave us any, that's why.
You know him, Dad. The one that wouldn't cause any aggro.
Yeah, delivered all the way up street and left us out.
Oh, rotten devil.
Well, I don't know why he's surprised. I mean, he did have a Barney with him.
I had a Barney with a good mate of mine. No matter what you think, he is a mate of mine. And I had a Barney with my mate because my wife won't pay his wife what she owes her.
I should flaming well think I didn't either. What, £38.50 for sewing 2 pieces of Lorex together, and she made a mess of that?
Look, if you're thinking about what they were saying at the dance, forget it. It weren't the frock they were laughing at.
Oh, no. But what they're laughing at then, me?
Now, I never said that, did I?
You don't have to do it. It's written all over your ugly mug. I'm right, though, aren't I, Terry? But a right pig's ear of that. Do you know I'd be within my rights not to pay that bill? Once I chuck.
You asking me?
Well, of course I'm asking you.
And you want an honest answer?
Yeah.
Well, if I was you, I'd pay up and I'd look pleasant about it. They're not living in Failsworth, they're our next-door neighbours. You can't have vendettas with your next-door neighbours, can you? The next thing you know, we're knocking the flaming walls down.
Well, I thought you'd have been on my side.
Well, you know why he's not, don't you? Because he fancies his chances with that girl of theirs and doesn't want us queering his pitch.
Look, all I'm saying is, you play straight with people, they'll play straight with you.
And when have I ever done any different?
I'd like to stop and tell you, Dad. Only they're expecting me at work sometime today.
He's a cheeky devil, that, you know. Never mind, kid. I'm on your side.
I,
Of course I am. Let her whistle for her money. She's up against the Duckworths now. Say what you like, we're a great team. What were you out there striking? Me sweeping up at the back. Forget our Terry. I'm right behind you, kid.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that.
How much?
Huh, not enough to go to the corner shop for you a bottle of milk, sunshine. I'm pushed as it is. Hey, and tidy up when you've done.
Well, I know it may be spring, but it still feels like winter to me. With same old mad world. Get up, feed the budgie, have your breakfast, listen to radio too.
Tell you what, I'll get Jimmy Young to wish you happy birthday. It's not her birthday, is it? No, but he won't know that, will he? Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying that life seems to have very little to offer. Particularly working here and listening to your sarcastic remarks day after day.
Don't blame me. I mean, it's not long since you were trotting off all over the place. Tramping the moors, sharing tents with fellas, getting up to all sorts.
I was not getting up to all sorts.
Well, you could have done if you had more go about you. Oh, now, Mavis, admit it. Isn't there something really wonderful about shutting yourself up in your own little room, locking yourself away from the world and doing whatever you want to do?
No.
Oh, well, that's got rid of you. Now, what you really need is a little runabout. I mean, it's no use just having a driving licence. You can't do 40 miles an hour with the wind whistling through your hair on that, can you? Now, am I right or am I wrong?
But would she use a car if she had one?
Well, she could use it for curb crawling. I mean, it's all right for us. It's only fellas that get nicked.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. You are disgusting at times.
Well, it's you, isn't it? You make a saint disgusting. Now, stop moaning, for heaven's sake. You've got your holiday to look forward to.
Yes, if we ever get one fixed up.
Well, it is difficult, Mavis. Now, if it's a car you're after, here's the very man.
Ah, well, for once, I'm not being pushed into anything. It is something I was thinking about as it happens.
Nick in quick and earn yourself a bit of commission.
Oh, I've got a nice Cortina there. Done it on myself. You can have it for 900 quid.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of anything as big as that. No, I thought of something more like a mini.
So that if she has a fella in with her, he can't get far away.
Oh, I'll keep my eye open. Let you know if I see out.
All right.
Well, this Cortina, it's not the one you share with Norman and Terry.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I am surprised.
I thought you were all very attached to it, especially Terry.
Yeah, he was, but if it don't work out, it don't work out. See yous.
Charlie. I wonder if Norman knows.
Over my dead body, pal.
OK, if that's the way you want it, but it's still 2 against 1 for selling the car. And as we're lucky enough to live in a democracy, that's it.
But why get rid of it? It's great.
For the removal business, you must be joking. It's all right for yours getting Andrea in the back, but it's no good for ours getting sideboards in.
Hey, hang on a minute. Our business, you say? I've got news for you, Sunshine. There's only 2 of us in this business. That's me and it's you. It's got nothing to do with Kevin Webster, and that makes 2 votes. And I'm still voting no.
Well, but see, but Kevin has got something to do with selling the Cortina, though, hasn't he? Because 1/3 of it is his, and he wants his money. So, we sell the car, give him his share, and with what's left over, we buy a van. And if you still want to look after your valuable objects, we'll sling a mattress in the back.
I'm still voting against.
Hard luck.
Well, I reckon we ought to boycott him, let him show him.
What for?
I've just told you what for. He left us no milk this morning, just because we got a wrong side of him. So think on you lot. One wrong word, you get no milk on your doorstep.
She's right, you know.
By gum, she must be of use, says so.
Hey, Percy, come here. Have you ever thought about changing your milkman?
No, not so you'd notice, no. I don't make them sort of moves without good reason. But give me one and you'll find me amenable.
Oh, but being neighbourly, you know, sticking up for them that you know, is that a good enough reason for you?
Oh, you're talking about that chocolate that lives next door to you, that Clayton fella?
Yeah.
Aye, all right, then I don't mind.
Good on you.
Aye. No, let him see what he's made of. I don't know what my quart fellow said, but you're quite right in your assertion. Don't like being neighbourly.
Nice one, Vera.
I'm not supposed to lose my temper. I'm a milkman. I'm supposed to be happy and good-natured and fellow well met.
Well, you're allowed a backbone, milkman or not.
I don't know. We haven't been round here 5 minutes and we're rowing with neighbours.
Oh, go on, blame me. I suppose it's my fault.
We should have known better than how to do with her next door. You always saying how quick you had a size 4 cup and buy it. One look at her's enough.
Aye, I'll hold my hands up there. You're right, I should have known better.
And I mean, there's me leaving him no milk. And I'm not so sure it's not a criminal offence.
What shall I do about money?
Hey? Oh, I don't know. Leave it. You never know your luck.
What, you mean wait till she has a bang of conscience? Phew, she wouldn't know one if it slapped her in the teeth.
Hiya, Percy.
Oh, good, I've caught you in. Can I have a word?
Come on in. Right. Mr. Sugden.
Hello, love.
I hope you've not come for your dinner.
No, don't drop in on folk unannounced. Antisocial behaviour is that. No, I've come to see if you put me on your books for Monday next.
For milk, you mean?
Well, you're not cold, chap, are you? I'll take a bottle a day. I favour a milk drink last thing at night, so I've no trouble getting through a pint.
How special? Gold top, sterilised?
No, just the ordinary.
Right. So that's a pint a day. That's for a Monday. Been having trouble with your other fella, have you?
Oh, no trouble with him. No, like Mrs. Duckworth said, it's up to us all to be neighbourly, you know. Stick up for his neighbours.
Mrs. Duckworth?
Ever heard that recommended I should change to you? Well, I'll not keep you from your dinner. A bottle a day from Monday next. Right. I'll say good day to you.
Are you sure it was Mrs. Duckworth?
Oh, aye. There's no mistaking her, is there? Ta-da.
Well, it looks like that pang of conscience slaps her in the teeth and she didn't recognise it then.
There's something wrong here.
Well, you heard what he said.
Oh, well, I'm going.
Stay where you are.
Look, I want to get after him before he does something daft.
Look, forget it. You'll only make matters worse. Percy will do now. You know what he is? He goes in one ear and out the other.
Ah, well, I hope you're right, because I won't throw a bad halfpenny at that family.
Vera, here, do you mind if I have a go at your missus?
Definitely not. Be my guest.
Every time we went through that sermon this morning, you were shouting off about the Claytons. Now, just knock it off. We're in the pub having a quiet drink, so just button up.
Yeah, but you don't know.
I don't flaming want to know either.
Nice going, Squire. You're the first one to keep her quiet, so the dentist give her gaff.
Hey, you. Here. What's all this about the jalopy?
I've told him in words of one syllable.
We're getting rid. Why? Give me one good reason why. I'll give you 3 good reasons why. 1, we didn't buy it as a passing wagon for you. 2, we're all equal shares in it and I want mine in Reddy's. 3, he thinks so as well, so that makes 2 against 1. Is that enough for you?
Great mates I've got, eh?
Well, it's your fault. You treat us like a pair of loonies.
You tell him, Kev.
You expect us to sit there twiddling our thumbs every night while you're birding it in our car? Well, you can forget it. I'm having it tonight, he's having it tomorrow night, and from this moment on time, it's on the market.
Do you know what you two remind me of? Me man.
Is that slander, Kev?
Tell you what, George, you don't know what a relief it is to have a bit of peace and quiet. Vera has been driving us mad all morning.
Chapping the odds again, is she?
Like you won't believe. Still, I suppose I shouldn't grumble. I'll be getting more peace and quiet than I want now I'm on my own. I mean, I've lived by myself before, you know, but I miss having them two around. And that little babby. Like a blooming madhouse in here. Now it's like a morgue. Still, it's my fault I should never have thrown our Brian out.
Why not? Tell me, why not?
Well, they'd have still been here, wouldn't they? While they're waiting for council to give him a house. As it is, with what I did, our Brian don't want to know.
Well, if you hadn't thrown him out, he wouldn't have gone back with Gail in the first place now, would he?
No, perhaps not.
There's no perhaps about it. You did him a good turn. I mean, much as you love the lad, you can't have him tied around your apron strings forever, can you?
Hey, hold on a minute, George. You were never that.
Now, you know what I mean. And don't look so hurt. If anyone should look hurt, it's me. Where you go around insulting me.
How do you mean I insult you?
What do you do? Where you go on saying I'm on my own, by myself? What am I, a piece of wallpaper? I'm here.
And I can't be doing with United. I mean, they're too good. You know, too clinical. You see, what I like is mistakes, excitement, not knowing what's going to happen next. That's why I'd rather watch Stockport County. You see, they're peppering their opponent's goal 1 minute, fishing ball out at the back of their own net the next. United, Spurs and Liverpool, that lot. It's like watching chess, isn't it? I'm right, aren't I?
What?
Have I been talking to myself?
Yeah.
I know why he's looking like a wet weekend.
Well, tell us quick, his turn. It beer sour.
Well, he's losing his wheels, as they say, aren't you?
Advertise it in your shop window, have they?
No, nothing like that. Just something a little bird told me.
Highly amusing, isn't it?
Is this your second dose?
I'm having a drink. Do you want one?
No, I'm on my way back. Making my life a misery at home over you.
Yeah, it's the same at our house.
So where do I meet you tonight? You haven't forgotten we're going to ice hockey, have you?
Look, sweetheart, I'm going to have to cry off about tonight. I've got a lot on and a car's playing up. I tell you what, I'll fix it up for next week, OK?
You've been got at, haven't you? Has Mummy told you not to play with me?
It's not to do
well,
with
if you think
that.
more of them than you think of me, you can forget it. I don't want to know.
Hey, you'd be young and in love again. I would. Me and all.
Hey, I don't want you running away with the idea I'm an hopeless little woman, you know. I'm as tough as old boots, really.
You're talking to a fellow who's seen 17 stone second row forwards cry like babbies. There's none of us as tough as we think we are. There's some things get through to all of us, you know.
Yeah, I suppose there are times, but, well, you get over them. I mean, look at me. I never thought I'd pull myself together after I lost Bert. But I did.
I've been through it myself, you know. There's only one thing to do. Keep yourself busy. First month, I decorated the house from top to bottom. Weren't a very professional job, but it took my mind off my troubles.
George, you've just made my mind up for me. I'll have some decorating done. I'll start with our Brian and Gail's room, that's what I'll do.
Are we off for time?
Eh? Oh, yeah, we're all right, yeah. Oh, it's you.
Give us a cup of tea and save my life. Do you know, I couldn't wait to get out of the house. Our Jack skived off, and after he's walked in like a bear with a sore head. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Oh, them Claytons, kid. Yeah, I knew they were trouble as soon as I set eyes on them.
She's off.
Do us a favour, kid. You know Percy Sugden, he's got the idea that I want him to swap to Addy Clayton for his milk. We know his like. Thick as two short planks. We have a word with him. Do you know what you just tell him?
Oh, no.
Oh, go on. Just tell him he's got a wrong end at stick.
Oh, no, Vera. You get yourself in these messes. You get yourself out. I'm having no to do with it.
Oh, I can't tell him. I look daft.
So, look daft. It suits you.
Do you know on days like today, you feel as if all world's against you?
That front window of yours has never looked as clean.
Glad to hear it.
Want the back doing?
Please.
Upstairs and all?
Yes, if it's no trouble.
All work is trouble, love, but it's got to be done. Hey, and you want to watch this window, you're going to get done under Trades Descriptions Act. That Clayton woman calling herself a dressmaker.
Don't you come in here dropping your atom bombs. This is a nuclear-free shop.
She's a dressmaker, I'm Mickey Mouse. Do you want her to get out?
You keep your hands off. You can advertise what you want in here. I mean, you could even say you're a window cleaner. Now what I can do about it.
Don't they say some nasty things, them Duckworths?
Well, they're not like us, look.
They're certainly not.
But then again, who is? We were just talking about it.
Nothing nice, I imagine.
Not particularly, no.
I thought not. I've just seen him going round back. I nearly kicked his bucket for him.
I like that. That's very clever. You know, I nearly kicked
Yes, I know, love. What can I do for you?
There was a dressmaking magazine advertised on the telly last night. You get the second part free with the first.
Not in yet. Now that often happens. Shall I save you one?
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind. So, what did he say, Duckworth?
Oh, well, it wasn't very nice. He said if you were a dressmaker, he was Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I'd have said he favoured Donald Duck myself. I've been trying to get the hang of these Duckworths, but by gum, it's not easy. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, love.
I wouldn't have thought that the Duckworths were hard to understand. I mean, well, I've always thought of them as uncomplicated.
Simple.
I can't make head and tail of them. I meet some funny people in my job, but them two beat cockfighting. Blackguarding us last night, and here they are today recommending people to get the milk off me.
Can't believe it myself. I agree with me mum, though. I think it smells a bit.
Oh, you would agree with her, wouldn't you? What have I done to get saddled with 3 women?
What was that?
Never said a word.
He's been telling me about them next door. He thinks they've seen the light.
Aye, well, I've got news for him. They've just switched it out again. Her husband's been calling me something rotten in Rita's shop.
What are they playing?
Yeah, don't ask me.
Happening to ceasefire.
Happened we hadn't either.
Do you know there could be some truth in that? Percy Sugden coming round here could be her way of saying I'm sorry. Sort of thing you'd do, that is.
It is not.
Of course it is. You'd run a million miles rather than apologise over out. Well, you know it. She could be safe.
Don't you dare compare me to her.
Give him a good hiding, mum.
If he goes on like that, I will. Do you want a cup of tea, love?
No, I don't want anything. Oh, Love's young dream just got punctured.
Hey, you watch what you're saying. Wouldn't worry me if she was right, though. She's too good for that Duckworth lad.
Something today, you know. What? I mean, is it true that marshals are double up broader than plain suits?
Oh, worried about our bonuses, are we?
Not if we get it, no.
But don't worry, you'll get it. They're going to bomb.
Well, I can't be doing with them myself. Every lass you see is wearing trousers. Now, if you was making miniskirts...
Mind you, I like a nice pair of legs myself.
Well, then do something about it. You're the one who's covering them up.
Well, ask me what I'd rather be doing, making money or looking at girls' legs.
I wouldn't waste my breath.
Me neither.
Talking of money, I wonder what's on Christine Millward's drawing board at the moment.
Now, watch it, Mike. She's a load of trouble, is that young lady?
Most young ladies are, but they're worth it, bless them.
You sure? I said I was, didn't I? Get rid of the damn thing. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Shut up the pair of you. It's your shout. Wilf, when you're ready.
With you in a minute.
Hey, Hop. You look ready for a pint.
Oh, I am that. Well, I've had a good afternoon. I've cleared everything from that, Mr. Baldwin.
Oh, good. How Marshall's feeling?
He's gave me a cup of tea.
Well, they must be happy. Here, Wilf, give him a pint when you've got a minute, will you? See you then.
See ya.
Thanks. I do a lot of thinking when I'm driving, you know.
Don't do too much, George, if you go running into things.
I was thinking, it's a lot more fun decorating when you do it yourself.
Not when I do it, it isn't. I'm no good at it.
Well, I'm not bad at it. I'm available and I'm cheap. So when do you want me to start?
Do you mean it?
Tomorrow's soon enough for you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're all right? Do you want his fist in your face?
Anything else?
I'll find your best blouse if you want to wear it tonight.
Hey!
You can cut that out.
She hit me!
Serves you right, you asked for it.
For Pete's sake, let's get this sorted out. Go next door and make your peace. She's made her move. You were here when Percy Sugden came round. You heard what he said. It's up to you now.
I just hope you're right.
I'm behind you, kid.
Aye. Usual place.
You want me to go down and have a word with her?
No. It's my argument. Yes? I came to thank you for recommending me husband.
You sarky devil. I wouldn't recommend any husband of yours if we're last milkman on earth, and well, you know it. So don't you come round here being funny with me, madam.
I might have known. I might have flaming known. You haven't got the conscience of an alley cat, you. So let's be having it. £38.50, and I'm not budging from here till I get it.
Well, you're set ruled then, because you're getting no £38.50 out of me. Go on, I'll put your soul in my doorstep.
I'll toil more on your doorstep.
Steady on, Paul.
You should do well to hold her back, because heaven help her if she comes near me. Hold herself a dressmaker. She's no more a dressmaker than I am Queen Mother.
You tell her, kid.
And you could keep your big nose out and all, Duckworth.
I will keep my nose out when you fork out £4.50 for your windows.
And what about my milk money? £8.48, and until I get it, there's no milk left on your doorstep.
I'll save your breath, Chuck. They're not worth talking to. Don't give her any work. She gets good material and she ruins it.
Good material? A scruffy length of Lurex? Like her who wanted it made up, that was rubbish.
Oh, don't you believe her? My husband paid good money for that dress length.
Your husband paid note for that. He got it for free because he told me so himself.
Hey, what?
And don't you forget, £4.50.
Is it right what he says?
Well, no money changed hands exactly, love.
Do you mean
I
me
don't
an anniversary present and you paid no for it? Get inside. And you keep your big mouth from around here.
Not till I get me money, I won't. You'll be hearing from my solicitors, you will.
Solicitors? Don't make me laugh. I said get inside.
Well, that's seeing them off. I think we won that one.
What? Still over £40 at that? If you got that winning, you must be dafter than you look. Which I'm beginning to think you are. You and your ceasefire. Making me look a fool in front of the neighbourhood.
Funny. I thought this lot were all pals.
You're wrong there.
Oh, it looks like it.
What's all this in aid of?
Do you know what day it is? It's VE Day. It's the day the likes of me finally made the world safe for the likes of this lot. And look what they've done with it.
Oh, well, see ya.
Your mother's been at it again, lad.
Kelly, wake up! What is this? What is this? Flaming bed's on fire. How'd you shut out? Get up. Get out the flaming window in a minute, see if that'll wake you up. Get up!
Come in. Come in. What time is it?
10 to 5. 10 to 5? What am I doing up at 10 to 5?
See what the weather's doing.
It's asleep like anything else with any sense. What's been that too often with your smelly socks hiding under the bed?
Why are you awake? Couldn't you sleep?
Don't push it, eh? Shut the light off!
I've got to get dressed, haven't I? You're putting both feet down one trouser leg.
Well, make it quick and let me get back asleep.
I thought you said my socks were under the bed. I haven't got any clean ones. Kev? Kev? Are you awake? Kev?
What do you want?
Lend us a pair of socks, mate.
They're in my top drawer.
Cheers, you're a gent. Have a nice day. See ya.
Oh, kill him! Oh.
Right, let them all come.
Once more onto the breach, dear friends.
Shakespeare, right?
Correct.
By heck, he came out with a thing or two, that one, didn't he?
He did that. Mind you, there's one or two can run him close.
And not too far from where we're standing, neither. Oh. Yes, Vera. Have you got any milk left?
Yes, by the door, there's a couple of bottles.
Right, then. I'll take them. Look, add them to my order and I'll pick the rest of the stuff up at dinner time.
Here we go, another flipping prescription.
Oh.
But can you read me writing? Of course I can. Mind you, I've got the edge over Alf. I took scribble at school. Well, you'll get on well with her next door to me then, because that's what she talks. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, when's the second house? I missed the first performance. Oh, there'll be no second house, no. She's frightened to show face. I'm not surprised neither. Did you see that frock she threw together for me? I didn't, Vera. I heard about it. Calls herself a dressmaker. Getting money under false pretences, that's what I call it. But not your money. Not now, not never. She can play all the dirty tricks she likes. Because that's why I'm in now, you know, for some milk. He's still not delivered.
Oh, doesn't it worry you, love, being at war with your next-door neighbour?
Why? Why should it? Look, I've been at war with my husband since they were got wed. I live in the same house as him. No, it's chaps like Percy Sugden that bother me.
Hey, I've been after you. What were all that kerfuffle the other afternoon? I thought you were pally with that Clayton woman.
Hark at him, eh? Show him a stick and sure as eggs, he'll get wrong end.
What wrong end? Did you or did you not tell me to get me milk off Harry Clayton and chuck me other fellow up?
No, I didn't.
Of course you did. I can hear you now. She stood in that pub. She said, have you ever thought of changing your milkman? Why, I said. She said, for the sake of being neighbourly, she said. Now, how else am I going to take that? If my neighbour's a milkman, I get my milk off him. That's just what I did.
Look, I didn't want you to set him on. I wanted you to chuck him up, you daft devil.
How could I chuck him up? I didn't have him to chuck up. I got my milk off quart.
Well, I didn't know that, did I?
Look, let's get this straight.
Oh, go tickle yourself.
Oh, I can't be doing my fault like that.
Play up.
That's your flaming fault.
What did I say? What did I say?
Kevin? It's 9:15.
I'm coming.
Hello? Oh, hello, Brian. No, I'm afraid he's still here. He cut himself rather badly helping me with the breakfast, but he won't be long. Yes, I will. Bye.
What's happening?
He was wondering where you were.
I bet he was.
I've made you a sandwich. There's a cup of tea poured out.
I won't have time to eat that, thanks.
Well, then eat it on your way.
Did he ask why I was late?
I told him you'd cut yourself.
Oh. Did you say where?
Oh, you don't have to go to those lengths, Kevin. I'll get you a plaster. Tell him you couldn't stop it bleeding. Say you had to keep holding it under the cold tap. Oh, dear.
You should have told him I overslept. Oh, it's no good, Mrs. Bishop. I can't go on. Curly's up till all. I was looking through the telescope, and his alarm goes off at 10 to 5.
Yes, I know it is difficult. Now, you get off. You're not all that late.
Right. Thanks.
For heaven's sake, leave me alone. Oh, come on, our kid, they might ask me. All I want to know is when do I put yours faithfully and when do I put yours sincerely?
If it's dear sir, it's formal and it's yours faithfully, and if it's dear somebody or other, it's informal and it's yours sincerely. Just remember, somebody or other and sincerely are both S's.
Well, so does sir begin with S.
Work it out for yourself.
Do you two never stop? Right, turn round, let's be having a look at you.
Mum, I'm not going to Buckingham Palace.
It's more important than Buckingham Palace, my lady. You're going after a job, now do as you're told. Oh, would you believe it? Look at the hole in them tights. Go and get them changed.
I haven't got any more.
Well, get a pair of mine, then.
I don't know where they are.
Oh, don't come it. You know where they are better than I do. Go on.
Oi, I thought you were an interview.
Yeah, but better get out.
Can I go in the front room and get some peace and quiet?
Oh, not yet, love. I've got a dress cut out, and if anything gets moved, I'm in a right mess. Hey, don't settle down too comfy. I thought we go to Rovers for something to eat.
I don't fancy going there.
Oh, come on. You can't be fine at Duckworth for the rest of your life. I don't know what's got into your dad. A few years ago, he'd have taken on this street with one hand tied behind his back and walloped the lot of them.
All right, we'll go to the Rovers. Anything for a quiet life, but if they're in there, there'll be a fat chance of that.
Wish me luck.
Hey! She's never changed them tights.
Let her go and calm down and just save your strength.
Oh.
Excellent prize, madam. My compliments to the chef, and my wife would like a piece of gatto. No, blow it. We would both like a piece of gateau.
I hope you're going to buy him his next pair of trousers.
What have I ever done to his trousers?
Well, you've overfilled them for a start.
That is the result of a sedentary occupation.
And he sits down a lot and all.
Wordsworth.
Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Pick the bones out of that.
Wilf. Jerry's way.
I think I'll go see what's keeping her.
Why don't you leave her alone?
Because my best friend out showing an interest. Look, she'd want me to.
George, 5 minutes and your dinner's on table, love.
I don't know what you're stopping me for. I need all the daylight I can get.
Yes, and you need some food in your stomach, you. Do as you're told.
Hey, yo, are you coming or what? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you got company.
He's doing me some decorating, Vera.
And she won't let me get on with it. I've other things to do beside this, you know. My lads are playing in the Church Lads Cup final on Saturday, and they need some training.
Oh, can't you just see him in his little shorts? I bet he's got lovely legs.
Yes, I bet he has. Listen, I'll see you across road, lady. I'm not coming for a drink.
Right. Bye, George.
See you, Vera.
See ya.
Why don't you come to the match on Saturday and see for yourself?
See what?
What kind of legs I've got. Make it all worthwhile, won't it?
Oh, definitely. I can't miss a chance like that, can I?
Right, changing of the guard.
Not before time, either. This was on your pavement.
Oh, yeah, Vera dropped a milk bottle.
Well, she didn't clean up very well.
She didn't clean up at all, I did. And don't say I didn't clean up very well.
Wouldn't dare. Oh, while you're here, thank you for saying something nice about the council once in a while in that paper of yours.
Good heavens, I must be slipping. What was that?
Well, you gave a slap on the back to the planning committee for stopping the developers from chopping that oak tree out back of Bessie Street School.
Ah, yes, but would they have stopped them if there hadn't been a hoo-ha, one asks? Let an ordinary citizen leave a dustbin on a right-of-way and you come down on them like a ton of bricks. But with wealthy developers, it's different. They can build houses over footpaths, chop the only trees in the borough down with their well-known oops, sorry technique, and you don't lift a finger unless you're forced to. Why not? Or shouldn't I ask?
Is he insinuating?
Hey, don't drag me into it, love. There's enough wars going on round here.
Hiya. A pan of bitter, brandy lemonade, and a pineapple, please.
Right.
Your friends are in.
Ignore them. Happen will go away.
Hey. Hey. If you don't fall in that pond, you'll drown.
You won't feel too clever if you've done that 2 hours kip.
And take that plaster off. You didn't cut your finger. You overslept, didn't you?
I overslept a bit, yeah. Then I cut my finger.
Yeah, I believe you. Just don't let it happen again. I'm not after a sleeping partner.
Said last night coming and watch
Hey, yeah, you're just in time. I'll have a pint of bitter and lager and lime for your mother.
Give him the money, then. I'll have a pint and all.
Hey, yo. Keep your eyes off her.
Give it a rest, will you?
Look, I've told you. I'm not having you talking to them Claytons. Not after what they said about us.
Hey, come and sit here.
Don't be silly, Mum.
Less of them sheep's eyes, then. He's a Duckworth. We do not make sheep's eyes at Duckworth's.
It's not just me, though, is it? I bet he hasn't told you about him reading his car books till all hours, has he? That's why he can't get up in the mornings.
Well, we really must sort it all out. It was your room before it was Kevin's, so it's up to you to take a lead. Perhaps if you didn't spend so much time at your telescope.
I've got to. I've told you. I'm sweeping the sky for Halley's Comet. Just think, if I'm the first one to see it, I could be famous.
But I thought it wasn't due till later this year.
Ah, you see, that's the mathematical forecast, yeah. Due about every 76 years. But, I mean, anything could happen. I mean, there's the planets. Saturn, Jupiter. They could have a very disturbing effect.
Well, if today's an example, wouldn't a disturbing effect make it later rather than sooner?
Mrs. Bishop, you do not understand. The heavens do not conform to earthly behaviour.
No.
Hi.
My Mum and Dad are in.
Well, so am I. Look, How do you fancy coming out with me on Saturday night?
The way things are, you must be joking.
Now who's frightened of their mum and dad, eh?
You started it.
No, I didn't. I couldn't take you to the ice hockey because I couldn't get hold of the car. There was a mix-up with Kevin and Curly. It had nothing to do with me, Mum and Dad. They can argue as much as they want. It makes no odds to me.
My mum's told me not to talk to you.
See, you gave me a right tousing, didn't you, when you thought that's what it was with me? They treat you like a kid because you're still at school.
Oh, no, they do not.
Well, what about Saturday night?
Go away, they'll hear you.
Come on, Sue. She probably got our bed the wrong sides.
How'd you get on?
She's daft.
I'm not daft. I could tell.
How? How do you know she wasn't like that with all the girls she saw?
What happened?
Hey, don't ask me.
Hey, stop pretending. You know very well it's her and her silly imagination. She thinks that the woman she saw took a dislike to her.
She did, I could tell. Well, you can tell, can't you? She was dead miserable.
What you mean is that you took a dislike to her.
It was mutual.
Look, what's it matter? You don't have to work there. You don't have to like him.
3 cheers. I wonder when you were going to say something other than Milka.
Well, I think it matters. Not that I'm going to get the job, but if I did, I wouldn't want to work with somebody I didn't like.
She's right, you know. There's nothing worse than spending the whole day being bossed around by someone you can't stand the sight of.
What do you know about it? You only flipping school yet.
Oh, Dad.
Don't get her started. We got enough with this one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if a job's worth doing, I'll take them through for you. Where do you want them? In kitchen?
Yes.
Right, love.
Norman? Norman? I don't know what's going on up there. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bishop. Was I making a row? Oh.
It's not the noise so much. What on earth have you been doing with this room?
Why, what's wrong with it?
Look at the state it's in.
And I just sort of collapsed. Kevin put all his maintenance books on it. It just came apart at the seams. I was just trying to hammer...
I'm talking about the bookcase. I'm talking about... Oh, really, Norman, it's not good enough. I leave you to yourselves because I think you're capable of accepting a little responsibility, but look at it. The beds aren't even made.
Oh, well, I was going to do that after I put the books back.
What's all this on the table?
Oh, it's just a bit of dirty washing. I was going to bring it down.
Well, bring it down and strip the beds and bring the sheets and pillowcases down as well. What are those?
I think they're crisp bags.
Giving you a hard time, are they?
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. If you could see that room of theirs.
I can imagine it.
But why? It's not as if they're lazy. They're both hard-working boys.
That's got nothing to do with it. Take them punks. Them you see on breakfast television looking like yard brushes. Now they ought to work damned hard to look like that. If you get on this old energy they put into looking like some cats dragged in, you could have the Channel Tunnel dug in less than a month. The only thing that's missing is discipline. You want pointing in my direction, that's all that's needed, no more. You have to book your ideas up, young fella, my lad. You ought to think yourself very lucky lodging with the likes of Mrs. Bishop. And it's high time you started appreciating it.
Where shall I put these?
I'll see to them. Put them on the washing machine.
And you could wash those yourself. I had to do it for long enough during the war.
Oh, we don't want those times back, though, do we?
Don't want the fighting, I'll grant you, but there went out wrong with the rest of it. Shall I tell you what the trouble is? The day they put paid to national service was the day after death fell on this nation's youth. And that's as true as I'm standing here.
I wouldn't mind you doing a year in the army.
Well, why don't you? Smarten yourself up, do as you're told, and show a little appreciation for others.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be an improvement now.
Maybe so, but it needs telling. Sit down. Do you know what I was doing when I was your age?
Manage.
Thank you. I hear you're on rugby league then?
Yeah, since I was a lad.
He played for Salford at one time.
Must have been pretty fair then.
He were more than pretty fair. He were very good.
Do you mind letting me fight my own battles?
You'd send out if it were left to you.
I was in real football myself.
Soccer? That's Sissy's game, soccer.
More serious injuries in the round ball game than you ever had, mate.
That's because you play dirty.
Oh, look at him. They're biting each other's ears off in the scrum, and he says that we play dirty.
You played yourself then?
Oh, could have been big. Very big. I was on City's books at 17. Mal was grooming me as the right winger.
Mal?
Allison. Thought a lot of me did, Malcolm. You see, wingers had gone out of fashion, and he was hoping to bring them back, and I was going to be the first. I could beat a defender either side, you see, then take it to the byline, cross it, and wham. Do you understand?
What stopped you?
Oh, the old trouble, you know, cartilage. The day the doc said, that's it, I tell you, Mal was broken-hearted. He was going to build the whole team around me. Still, that's soccer.
Oh, I've heard all that before.
That's absolutely true. I can take weight off any time I like.
He can, you know. Mind you, he takes some starting.
Oh, I can tell. And he has the cheek to blame my pints.
Tell you what I'll do, oh ye of little faith. In the next 4 weeks, I'll take off half a stone.
Well, let's make it interesting. Every pound over 7 you lose, I'll give you £1. Every pound under 7, you give me one, and I'll trust you to do the weighing.
My winnings go to my favourite charity.
Which is me.
And if there's any left over, the destitute window cleaners fund could do with a few bottles.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep it in mind.
I'll have half a lager, love.
There you are. What did I tell you? Well, give her half a lager on line, will you? Keep her quiet.
Hey, yo, get him over on if you're going to bingo. I'm not going to no bingo. Well, he said you are.
No, I didn't.
Must have read it on a sugar bag then. Yeah, you must have. I'm stopping in. He's got my decorating to finish.
Right, she's got the whip out.
Hold on, you. It's not all one-sided, you know. Ask yourself who's been making your rosettes.
Who's what?
I'm making rosettes for that lad's rugby team. It's cup final day on Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, it is that. And she's coming.
By gum, you've got her hypnotised, you won't.
Oh, you'll get yourself off to bingo. Oh, and if you win anything, I'll go halves with you, OK?
Right. Hey, you won't, you know.
Just got it.
It's just a question of share and like. And heaven knows it's not a big room.
They made the beds if he hadn't have overslept like he always do. I wish it was share and share alike. You could have half the going over Percy Sugden gave me with the greatest of pleasure. He gave me a right lecturing, didn't he, Mrs. Bishop?
Well...
You deserved it. That's why I give it you. You and your flipping Ailey's comics. Hallies. 2 o'clock in the flipping morning. It's not due for months yet. Stop changing the subject, you. Run about keeping that room tidy, aren't you, Mrs. Bishop?
Well...
So you just do your whack. You're a guest in my room, so behave like one. I'm a what? I pay as much rent as you, don't I, Mrs. Bishop?
Oh, yes, of course.
But like Mrs. Bishop says, I was here first. It's my room, so it's my responsibility. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you was subletting.
Oh,
Is it okay if I go and get changed in your room, sir?
Kevin!
Well, he needed telling, Mrs. Bishop.
Well, while you're here, I had a quiet word down at the housing department, and somebody will be coming around to see that flat of yours.
I'll make a bed up for Nicky in the wash basin.
Now, don't do all daft, and don't go telling nobody neither. I don't want people who want council houses sitting on my step. Not that I can do anything like, but I think you'll find it interesting, your little lad.
Thanks, Elf. You're a good one, even if you won't admit it. See you.
Aye. I'm never going to get clothes. Just that tin of pineapple chunks you left off my mum's order. Listen, they're still not unwrapped. I'm sorry, I haven't had time. Okay. Come to think of it, we want them for tonight's tea, so give me a minute, will you? I won't keep you long.
Still want to take me out Saturday night?
Of course I do.
We'll have to be careful.
Why? Just tell them I don't give a damn what my mum and dad say.
Well, I do. I've got enough to worry about. I'll tell you what, I'll make some arrangements and I'll let you know. For heaven's sake, don't come up to me in the street or anything. I'll find a way of telling you.
Okay. 1 tin of chunks. Yes, love.
It's just my mum's order for tomorrow.
Oh, right. It'll be ready for tomorrow dinner time, tell your mother. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Right, carry on there. Families, daggers drawn, and them two can only me if my back's turned. Right, little Romeo and Juliet.
I hope not. Not what you call a happy ending.
Hey, no, it won't, will it? Never thought of that.
Yeah, you playing that, Curly? That bird across the back taking an early shower or something.
Crikey, you're a heck of a light sleeper.
It's no flipping wonder. Like Cape Canaveral in here.
I'm sorry, I tried not to wake you.
But do you know? What have you done for a peeping Tom?
Aye. Us scientists have always been persecuted.
Yeah. Not to mention the poor Burks what shared digs with him.
I've got to update my charts. Anyway, it's Saturday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Typical, that, innit? So-called scientists, they can't even tell the time. For your information, Einstein, it's been Saturday for 3 hours.
Technically, yeah.
Oh,
but...
yeah, technically. It's one of your favourite words, that, isn't it? Like, technically this is your room, and technically I'm just a squatter.
I never said that.
No, I know the next thing you'll be telling me, and oh, stars are like false teeth, they come out at night. Well, let me tell you something for the change. I pay as much money for these digs as you do, and I'm entitled to sleep. And if you don't believe it, ask the man on the moon.
Can I take it, Kev? You want me to pack it in?
Morning, Dynamite.
He reckons he's been over the assault courses, that lad, you know, but I can't see it. They chucked him out at Paris, you know.
Should have chucked him out of the aeroplane.
I had him doing home watch, but he ain't got the bottle. Bit of close order drill soon sorts him out. Did that. Come on, keep going, get cracking, get them knees up. By, I can be a jury behind you with a bayonet. Ha ha!
Them duckwits are an ignorant lot. I just bumped into that flipping terror. No kidding. Well, I don't know whether he's dozy or just daft. Hiya, Dynamite, he says. I ask you, what a line of chat.
So, what was your crushing rejoinder?
Well, I vowed, hadn't I? I give him the big freeze. Cut him dead with a look.
What are you fair babbling about?
Oh, just some international incident. Yesterday, the Battle of Stalingrad. Today, the Cold War.
That's all double Dutch to me.
She's referring to our feud with the duckwits. She thinks we should call a ceasefire.
Oh, not at all. I think we should have sandbags at the front door and build the Berlin Wall outside the backyard there.
Oh, aye? Well, I think you can have sarcasm for breakfast, seeing as you're so quick with it.
Oh, seriously, Mum, I don't see the point in not talking to people, especially neighbours.
It's a matter of having standards, of not being dragged down.
Well, it's obvious you're not going to get paid for that dress. And look at all them alterations you did.
It's gone beyond being paid. If she offered the brass, I wouldn't take it.
OK, suit yourself. But as for guerrilla war, just count me out.
Fair enough. But remember how we feel. And it's not just me, it's your dad and all, so no fraternising.
What does that mean?
It means no peeking at Action Man when he's in the yard, improving his physique. I've seen bigger knots on cotton.
There with your binoculars, were you?
I need a microscope. Hey, good, Mum. He got trucked out of the Paris.
I don't see how that knocks him. I should think any sane person would take that as a recommendation. I'm just nipping into town. If you want any shopping, I've arranged to meet Michelle Robinson.
Oh, I say, how frightfully spiffing.
Do you know something, our Sue? One of these days you're going to grow up and you're going to be so ashamed.
She's a lovely girl, Michelle Robinson. What's tickling you, giggler?
Well, it's this tale I heard about the wonderful Michelle. She works at Briley's, you see, the chemist. And seemingly this person came in and asked for toilet paper. Michelle says, all prim and proper. Oh, sorry, madam. You'll find toilet rolls on the bottom counter.
Really? Oh, hello, love. Come in.
I can't stop. I was just checking the bank keys in, so I thought I'd pop across instead of phoning from home.
Well, you've got time to have a cuppa, haven't you? I'm going to make one any road.
I'd love to, but I'm that pushed. I've got the minibus to pick up, plus I need petrol.
Oh, yes, and I reckon you wanted to have one of them team talks and all, won't you?
Well, I'll do that on the drive to Runcorn. All I hope is they've brought the birth certificates.
Birth certificates?
Yeah, to prove they're over 13. I mean, last year, when we played in the quarter-finals, we got beaten by the same team. I think they call themselves St Paul's Youth Club. Some of them had bald heads.
Yeah, Mum. Oh, hello, George. How are you?
Not so dusty. Look, I'll pick you up in a minibus about 12:30, then it's on tour to pick the team up, like.
Oh, hold on a minute, George. Listen, I've got some oranges and things, you know, for half-time.
Great, but no bananas. Bananas definitely slow 'em down. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Try then.
Ta-ra, Brian.
See you, mate. Girl was thinking you might like to go shopping this afternoon. Looks like you made other plans.
Yeah, well, I've got this match I'm going to, you know, love. I mean, it's cup final day. I mean, I can't miss that, can I?
We'll pop round tomorrow night then, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course it is. Look. You know I miss little Nicky, don't you, love? Hey, I tell you what. Why don't three of you have a run up to Runcorn, you know, support team like? I've got them rosettes I'm giving away.
Flippin' heck, man, we take them rattles and all. I mean, it's only kids, innit, on a playing field.
Downstairs, done and dusted. As soon as Kev shows his face, I'll tackle that bedroom.
I thought I heard voices last night. Didn't have another argument, did you?
Oh, we had, what you might call a discussion. We covered quite a bit of ground. The central issue was the value of my commitment to science, and astronomy in particular.
See, you don't think Kevin perhaps feels a little out of things?
Well, that had occurred to me, yeah. I mean, suppose I was sharing digs with Galileo. I'd feel a bit left out and sort of insignificant.
I was wondering if we shouldn't try to involve him more with the routine we've developed.
Now, that's an idea.
I mean, you see, here we are, you doing the carpets, I'm busy with the silver, and there's poor Kevin, I suppose, wondering where he fits in.
Well, maybe we could
I mean, do you think if I sort of surrendered the silver?
Morning.
Oh, morning.
Sorry I slept in. Suppose we missed breakfast?
Not at all. There's toast and marmalade, and I'll put some bacon under the grill.
I'll tackle that room then.
No, Norman.
Creep.
Now, I think we'll start a new Saturday system, shall we? From today, I'll do the upstairs, you do the downstairs, and after he's got his breakfast, perhaps Kevin might like to tackle the silver. Excuse me. You. Thank you.
Have you put it up to that? No, we're being manipulated. In the nicest possible way. The bacon! Hey, you haven't left the thing nasty under the bed, have you?
Oi, Brains. What about tonight?
Why, have you got a plan?
Me? It's you that's under the cosh. I thought you was working out an alibi or something.
Look, I can't talk now. If they catch me, that's me locked in my bedroom.
It's no problem. Old fella's got a pair of ladders.
Listen, there's a loose brick just outside the gate here.
So?
So, I write a plan down and leave it for collection and perusal. You can read, I take it.
I might nip round and see your Connie this afternoon if she's doing now.
Pop in.
Won't just be a social call, like. I've got a new dress. You know, I could do with a nip here, a gusset there.
Be our guest. I know Connie will be tickled pink. Quite honestly, she's a bit worried that people might think she's cack-handed what with Vera Duckworth slagging her off.
Oh, believe me, Harry, being slagged off by Vera Duckworth is by no means a unique experience. I mean, we're thinking of starting a club.
Morning, folks. Windows Day. Hey, your missus still owes me £4.50, you know.
We'll knock it off your dressmaking bill.
No need to get shirty.
Shirty? It beats me how some folk can be so flaming brass-faced.
It's to clean your windows, didn't I? They were shining like pearls.
And my missus made your dress.
Whoa, hang on. I don't wear dresses. I would, but Alvera always gets up first.
And takes the best wig and all, I reckon. Morning.
You don't half meet me. No, I had to hold myself back there. There could have been blood all over the shop.
I can see we're going to need some more insurance round here.
Any more lip out of that, Charlie, I'll stamp on his flipping trombone.
Hey, hold up. I'm just closing for dinner.
Pardon me, but your hours are till 1.
Well, it is 1.
In fact, it's a minute past.
I'll make it a minute 2, and this once went right through the desert campaign without losing a second.
Well, you'd like to got some sand in it then. Anyway, I'm shutting.
Shut in, you can't run a public service like this. You can't leave folk stood in the street. You're granted a licence on the understanding you serve folk. You can't just slam door in my face and claim it's your dinner hour. What about my dinner? You can't leave me stood here, famished.
All right, then. Keep your ear on.
I should think so. I'll have a packet of chocolate macaroons, please.
Hey, I wouldn't mind a basin full of this match. How am I fixed for a ticket?
It's not a ticket, do, Vera? I can't think what's happened to George. He said he'd be here about 1:30.
Well, if kick-off's not till 3.
I bet we've got to pick team up first.
Why? Who's knocked them down?
In bus, you duck egg.
Well, he's probably doing that first. Hey, but listen, if I did come and shout for you, I would get a lift, wouldn't I?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's really your scene, Vera. I mean, there'll be nobody there, love, over 16.
Not even referee.
Oh. What's that look for me? Hello? George, what's happened? Oh, no. I don't believe it.
Hey, what's up?
Stupid blooming minibus has only gone and conked out. Was there any chance of getting any alternative transport, love? So what happens then? What? They get cut? That's St. Paul's shower? What, without a flaming ball being kicked?
All that done?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, you saved my reputation, no danger. We'd not made the kick-up. My reputation would have been mud from here to Wigan.
We haven't set off yet, have we, George? Come on, get your foot down.
Oh, I wouldn't have had the nerve to phone Baldwin, I must admit.
Yeah, well, you know, when you've got pull, plus the emergency keys.
Anyway, well, here we are, in the firm's van. Hey, I tell you what, put one of those rosettes in the window.
Look, George, never mind decorations. Let's get team first.
Oh, you're the boss. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Thought you'd have it. Thought you'd have it.
That will. Ah, what'll it be, Captain? Slimline tonic.
Well, that's an idea, but right now I'll stick with a half of bitter. Mind you, if you got that slimline.
Bye, lad, you look famished. A steak pie, Wilfred, on the house for my slim young friend here.
No, thank you. I've not forgotten we got a bet on.
If you could invent a slimline steak pie, you'd make a fortune, wouldn't you?
You are determined to carry on, then, with this foolish wager?
I am.
You'll be a laughing stock, Kent. All the dieting and the jogging in the world cannot beat willpower, which I have masses of.
Can't see much evidence of it, I must say.
Because I have not yet begun to think thin.
Well, I have. In fact, I'm not only thinking thin, I'm thinking silver.
A moment, Kenneth. Mr. Starkey, do we allow gentlemen to stand at this bar wearing corsets?
Hang on a minute. Look, I left him this cryptic note, and it's gone. So either he's got it, or maybe his dad'll turn up. Oh, and you will lie through your back teeth for me, won't you? Right. I'll remember you in me will. Bye.
Hiya. Can I clean the iron a sec? I've just got to give these pleats a bit of a press.
Yeah, I've finished with it anyway.
Oh, wait, there's a belt in there.
Oh, yeah. You're out tonight, then?
Yeah, it's a change, you know, from the A-levels and everything.
I like your earrings.
You are? God, my mum didn't see the check.
Search me.
I bought them this afternoon. I was trying them on in my room. I don't think she'd approve.
Oh.
Right, young lady, let the dog see the rabbit.
Right, that's our soul's bike fixed, and that was the 15th puncture this year. Oh, yeah, you did pop in then?
Yes, I thought I would while Ken was having a snooze. You know what these fellas are like when they've had a skinful.
Sue, no disappearing acts. I've got errands for you.
Right. And before you start moaning, it's my turn. I've done all the ironing.
I wasn't going to moan. I was going to whinge. Hey, can I have a lend of your squash racket tomorrow?
Fancy a bro?
I love one.
There. You've got all this lot coming.
Oh, I can't wait.
You try not to worry, but you can't help it.
By the way, we appreciated Ken having a word.
I felt a bit cheeky asking him, really, but then I thought, well, word from a stranger, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, the closer you are, the less they'll listen.
Anyway, she's pulled her socks up now and got stuck into her studies, and she's given him next door the big E.
So she's had her pass stamped for tonight, then?
Oh, she's going out with Michelle. Lovely girl. Well, perhaps you know the family. Robinson's the name.
No.
Her father's in quite a big way of business.
Does a lot for the church. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I dare swear Michelle sings in the choir.
Oh, this is great, this, isn't it? Where are they?
Don't panic. They'll be here.
Oh, yeah, famous last words. I mean, you might have decoded that message all wrong.
So they're a few minutes late. Look at it this way. Where would you be now if you weren't here with me? You'd be in that old folks' home that you call a digs.
Hang about. I don't rely on blind dates for my social life. I don't have to get landed with your spare parts.
Moan.
Listen, I've been doing my own work on this Michelle Robson, and the word is she's a dog. All right?
I'm getting earache listening to you. You're like an old woman. Who says she's a dog anyway?
Your bird's kid's sister.
You've not gone blabbing to her, have you? She'll blow the whole
It
thing.
was done dead subtle, like while we was studying Alf Roberts' shop.
Hey, clock that.
Look at that. Birds like that go and spare, and what do I pull? Netball flipping Nelly.
Listen, I think we better order some.
Yeah. Oh, blimey. I don't believe it.
Oh, come on, mate. Play the white hand. She's not that bad.
It's a river. It's a jump off the cliff, Job.
Hi.
Hi.
Michelle, they're over here. Don't tell me. It isn't Kevin Webster, is it? Is he all right?
He gets these headaches.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to excuse me.
Meet Michelle. Mish, this is Terry, and that's Kevin.
Hi, kid.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Kevin?
Well, grab a few girls. Who was that other bird?
Oh, that was Cheryl Barber. I haven't seen her in ages. And blow me if I don't meet her in the loo.
Well, girls, what can we get you?
So what are you doing tonight then?
Not a lot.
Oh, how are you fixed then, eh? Quick twirl up to Palace, see if we can win a spot one.
You know, I've loved that when I've got these corns.
That's nature, love. There's no panic for years. It's a supermarket now.
Well, they have late night shopping, don't they? I believe they're all there with the trolleys having a ball.
Anybody know how the match went?
Oh, it's been called off, love, yeah. Minibus called.
We are talking about United, aren't we? I mean, I know clubs are going bankrupt all the time, but...
Excuse me, pal, are you trying to pick up my bird?
Oh, I definitely.
Where's your Teddy tonight?
No idea, son. Keeps his movements a bit of a mystery these days. I think it's all that SAS training he had, you know.
Hey, is it Eckers like? It's that Clayton lass. She's mad her, you know, brazen nussy. After he can't show his face without she makes a beeline.
I think it's all that aftershave of money.
Bet, please. Pint, please, Bet.
Seven me, Bet. Have you seen Kevin?
No, but I've seen his handiwork. I mean, a joke's okay, but when you're messing about with delicate scientific instruments...
Well, if you do, tell me what me Monday. I'm down for a council house and I've got a bloke from the housing department coming to see us.
Oh, well, that's good news, because if you're being assessed, that means so much moving.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll burst in like I'm the landlord, demanding more rate, harassing you. And I'll even bring your dog with me.
Where would you find a dog that won't bite you? Dogs know the friends, you know.
Down, Spot.
Found the answer then, have you? To the riddle of existence? Or is there a tadpole in your ale?
As a matter of fact, Bet, I was thinking about sin.
That's a very big subject.
It's an industry, and the people that run it have put me, Norman Watts, on their blacklist. Sin has closed its doors to me.
Think yourself lucky, lad. Just think of the price. Think of the wages of sin.
You mean you get paid and all?
Bet, explain to this lad about the wages of sin.
Index linked, they reckon, and well over the rate of inflation.
A long time getting them coffees, aren't they?
You want to know something?
What?
You're not getting coffees.
We said coffees.
Coffees are just an excuse.
Were they?
I mean, we're here as alibis. We've served our purpose, but they pushed off.
Do you know something?
What?
I think you're right. Do you know something else? I thought they'd never take the hint.
Well, that's Myrtle put to bed. How's the shiner?
Saw it.
Right, come on. Sit down here. Let's have a look at it. Needs some magic ointment, does that?
Hey, did anybody see you stashing it down away?
Ah, no one that matters. No Mickey takers, anyway. No, hold still. This might hurt a bit. Mind you, with our luck, it's a wonder Baldwin wasn't waiting for us. Been a real Bob the Dazzler, isn't it? World-class fiasco. You with the black eye. Team gets a caning.
Yeah, well, they were animals, weren't they, George? They were out to win at any cost. They weren't excommunicating.
Plus, they should be drummed out of the church.
And did you see that trainer of theirs? Did you hear his language? He wanted locking up, he did. Go on, St. Paul's, get shouting, get flogging. And then this great big brute of a lad comes steaming up, stretching our lads left, right and centre. And blow me if this old bagging wellies doesn't come up and claim that we are fouling her little boy. Little boy! Did you see him? He were built like Gorton Town Hall. He should have been playing for Borstal, he should have. Of course I said to him, didn't I? I said, oh, you big mouth. You should have been playing for Borstal. That were it, wasn't it? Bang.
They were always bad losers. Even worse winners. Nah, I'll put the kettle on.
Yeah, and to top it all, they have to have a go at that flaming van.
Reckon we'll have to do a penance for that one. Still, Baldwin did say we could borrow it.
No, he didn't, George.
But you said you rang him.
Well, he weren't in, were he? They were me with keys, so what did I say to myself? I said, what the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve. That don't seem to fit somehow any longer, does it?
It's only me.
Crikey, you're an early bird, aren't you? Come on in.
Well, no, see, I've got to get on my travels before the mob gets here. Don't want anyone to see Van before I've had a chance to talk to Baldwin about it.
How do you mean before you've had a chance to talk to Baldwin?
Now, let's not start that again.
George, it was me that said we should take it, so it'll be me doing any talking to Baldwin that has to be done.
I've no time to stop and argue now. Promise me you'll not say no to anybody before I get back.
I don't see why I should...
Ivy, please.
Oh, well, all right.
Great. How's the eye?
How does it look?
Well, it's gone down quite a bit.
Well, there must be something funny about my mirror then, because it still looks a right shiner to me. Anyway, listen, get off before anybody sees that and Van, because otherwise it won't be me or you telling Baldwin, it'd be Big Mouth Vera.
All right, OK. I'll be back for dinner.
Hey, drive carefully.
Well, seemed to be all right for time today, anyway.
Yeah.
You don't want Brian thinking we can't get up in this house.
He won't. He's not there this morning.
Oh.
Him and Gail's got a bloke coming round from the housing department.
Oh, I hope they get what they want. I suppose I need a bigger house. That's what it is. And just to think, it's not so long ago I was telling myself I needed somewhere smaller. They should make houses out of elastic, shouldn't they? Then they could shrink and stretch.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Norman didn't disturb you with using his telescope at all, did he?
No. Cloudy night.
Oh, oh yes.
If only they could all be like that, wouldn't be so bad. Suppose I could try misting his specs up. Yeah, I might try that.
I know it's a bit awkward, but, well, we muddle through, don't we? I mean, that's what life's all about.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't stir from in front of the telly.
Oh, we went as far as Blackpool. It was nice when the sun was out. You know, we had to keep moving.
Well, you would with Blackpool.
You know, we didn't do anything. My old man snorted outside toilet. Morning. Morning. Morning, Ivy.
Hey, what are you getting up to?
Oh, you don't miss much, do you?
Well, somebody didn't miss you by looks of it.
Black eye. Mind, I just thought you looked mucky. Oh, thanks very much, Ida, but I do happen to have a wash in the morning.
Well, what's been happening? Hey, don't say that George has gone and clocked you on.
No.
Hey, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Well, what
don't
you done?
talk daft, Vera. It was an accident.
What sort of an accident?
I went to this rugby match on Saturday.
With George?
Yeah, with George. And, well, I was stood aside watching, you know, and they started throwing this ball about, and somebody kicked it, and next thing I knew, you know, I got it caught in my eye.
And it was after that he clocked you on?
No, nobody clocked me one, Vera. I got hit in the eye with a ball, OK?
Well, they must be hard, them balls, then. Oh, they're like pointed, aren't they?
Pointed? It'd have to be a cannonball to give her an eye like that.
Hey, do you not believe her?
Well, let's just say this. I'd want a slow-motion replay before I committed myself.
Do you have to do that?
What?
That funny breathing.
I always breathe like this.
And I feel sorry for you.
Would it make you any happier if I stopped breathing altogether?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to. Why did Kevin Webster want to know about Michelle Robinson?
Is it a riddle?
No. Just that I was in the shop the other day and he was asking me if I knew anything about her.
So why ask me?
Well, you went out with her, didn't you?
So?
So, if Kevin was going with her, happened there was a mate of his that was going with you.
Look, have you not better to do than sit there trying to put me off? I am revising in case you hadn't noticed.
You can hardly help but notice, can I, when we all have to stop breathing for it?
What's going on in here, then? Hey, have you been to the job centre?
Yeah.
And?
There's a chance they want some training machinists at Birtwhistle's week after next.
Oh.
So if they aren't closed down by then.
OK, so what are you going to do in the meantime? Because I can find something to keep you occupied if you can't.
No, I have to go out. I said I'd see Lizzie.
Will you be back for your dinner?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, she don't mean no harm. Too much time on her hands, that's her trouble. Do you want a cup of tea? I'm going to have one.
Oh, please, yeah.
No, you know, I don't know what to do with her for the best, tell you the truth. I mean, I don't want her thinking that she's got to spend her life doing housework or going shopping for me. But what's the alternative but for letting her run wild with her mates every hour of day and night?
Mum!
Oh. Sorry.
Hey, Ivy. Aye,
And what does the other fella look like?
There wasn't another fella. It was an accident. I got hit in the eye with a rugby ball.
Oh, really? What position were you playing?
I wasn't playing. I went with George to give some support to this church team that he runs. Mr. Baldwin, do you want to hear about this order or not?
Eh? Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, first lot is in pressing, and we'll have it in packing and ready this afternoon. And second lot should be ready by Thursday.
Well, that's terrific. You know, I ought to sack him, really.
Oh, George?
Yeah, for placing my supervisor in jeopardy. I would if he wasn't such a good driver.
Yeah, well...
Anything else I should know?
No, nothing.
Good. Well, there's one thing I can always rely on you for, Ivy. To keep an eye on things.
I know it's a bit cramped with the two of you sharing, but...
Oh, that doesn't bother me, no.
No?
No. I mean, it's nice to have some company. I mean, me and Kev, we work at different times, so there's no queuing for the bathroom or anything like that.
I suppose I've forgotten how adaptable you young people are.
I was telling the lads at work, you know, about me and Kev sharing, and they said... Oh, well, I won't tell you exactly what they said, but they seem to think it was a bit odd as well, but it doesn't worry me now.
What about Kevin?
Oh, Kev's all right.
Yes?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't seem very happy the other day.
Oh, that's just his way. He's very quiet, very undemonstrative. You have to be able to interpret his moods, that's all.
Oh.
And he's not stupid, Kev. He knows when he's onto a good thing. He won't be in any hurry to move, won't Kev?
It's no good, I've got to get out.
I don't know how you stuck it that long.
Start raving bonkers, I'm halfway there already.
I couldn't share with anybody myself. Well, not unless you had a better figure than Curly's anyway.
Yeah, she'd have to make less noise as well. You won't believe how clumsy he is trying to get up all quiet, knocking stuff over.
Groping for his specs.
He's even worse when he's put him on. Nah, I've got to get out.
So do it.
Yeah, but where am I going to go? I mean, I don't want to go miles away, and I don't want to be paying a fortune either.
I'll tell you where. Number 13.
13?
Hilda Ogden's.
No.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Am I Ella's like? I stopped there once myself.
Yeah, but Hilda Ogden's?
Well, what's wrong with her? I thought he was desperate.
Yeah, not that desperate.
Well, I'll tell you this, there's plenty of nosh. She knows how to fill a plate as Hilda Ogden.
No.
Yes, Kenneth.
I'd like a salad sandwich on brown bread and a white wine and soda, please.
No.
Pardon?
No.
Oh.
What you can have is a pint of sludge, a carbohydrate sandwich, plus 3 packets of crisps. How about that?
I'm trying to lose weight.
Yes. It's going to cost me money if you manage it.
Yes, and that's why I'd like a salad sandwich and a white wine and soda.
And I'll get it for you, lover. Don't you worry.
Thank you, Betty.
Charge him double.
I'll do no such thing.
Now, see, you're encouraging my staff to mutiny.
Sorry.
Do you know, once upon a time it was taken for granted that folk put weight on as they got older. In fact, you thought there was something wrong if you didn't.
But I am doing, Hilda. That's the trouble.
Ah, well, you just have to do what Stan always did. Let out the waistband of your trousers. Oh, hello.
Ivy not with you?
Hey, what you been doing to her, eh? Giving her black eyes?
Well, not looking after her well enough. All right, you don't have to tell me.
Was it a ball that hit her?
Not a ball, no. A stupid woman swinging her handbag.
Do you mean she were fighting?
I wouldn't dignify by calling it that. Anyhow, where'd she be?
I think she was going out. Oh, she was.
All right. Cheers, then.
Cheers.
Told you it was no rugby ball that hit her, didn't I? It'll be her. She won't want us to know that she's had a scrap. Yeah, Tiger.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers. You know what you're saying about that time you stayed in Dig at Elder Ogden's?
Yeah.
How much did she charge you?
Yeah, he's there.
Just leave this to me.
No, I won't leave it to you. It was me that took blessed thing.
You can't drive. How could you take it if you can't drive?
Come on, George.
I feel as if I'm going to confession.
We're sorry to disturb you, Mr. Baldwin, but we'd like a word, please.
Yeah, sure. As long as you don't want one of my sandwiches. What's up?
It's to
Well,
do with
my
the van.
fault.
Let me have it, will you?
No, I won't.
Look, I'm responsible for that van.
And I'm responsible for what happened.
Hey!
Sorry, Mr. Baldwin.
Look, I don't want to interrupt, but could one of you tell me what this is all about?
Well,
Go on.
well, it's the van, Mr. Baldwin. It's had like an accident. Not an accident on the road. No, it's more sort of, well, a disfigurement.
Oh, look here.
Amy, St. Paul's okay.
Anybody have a go?
I don't see anything funny in an expensive piece of vandalism. If you do, perhaps you can explain it to me.
It's awful.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, yeah.
Terrible.
Who'd do a thing like that?
I wondered, have you got a room going?
Oh. Oh, well, yeah, you best come in. I mean, we don't want to be talking on the doorstep, do we? Letting the old world know us business. Now then,
Well, I'm looking for digs.
aren't you Demley Bishops?
Yeah, but I'm looking for somewhere else.
Oh, well, of course, I'm not prying. I mean, if you want to make a move, that's your entitlement. And, yes, well, I do happen to have a room vacant, as a matter of fact.
Oh, can I see it?
Certainly. Oh, but I think I ought to point out, this isn't what you might call your run-of-the-mill boarding house, you know. Oh, no. No, this is a private house, what takes the occasional paying guest.
Yeah, it was Terry Duckworth who recommended it.
Oh, fancy. Oh, yes, I think he was very happy here, was Terry. Of course, it was a bit too close to home, that was the only trouble. Yes, in the end, I had to tell him to go back for the sake of his mother.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'll show you the room, then. Of course, we do have all modern conveniences. And you'd have the full run of the house.
Hang on a minute, let's see if I can get this right. Your van broke down, so you decided to help yourself to mine. And while you were watching the match, two kids attacked my van with aerosol cans, leaving me with a bill for, well, God knows how much.
About £300. Hey? Now, Brian had a look at it yesterday.
Oh, did he?
I'll pay for it, Mr. Baldwin, every penny.
Yeah, well, that's his maybe. It still doesn't alter the fact that my driver and my supervisor practically broke into this place and made off with my property.
But we're only borrowing it, Mr. Baldwin. We just didn't want them lads to miss the match, that were all.
Yeah, that was all, wasn't it? Never mind whose van you're using, never mind what might happen to it.
We've said we're sorry.
Sometimes, Ivy, saying sorry just isn't good enough.
Look, Mr. Baldwin, I'm not trying to tuck any responsibility.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Well, we could never have guessed what would happen. I've known feelings run out before, but not like that.
What you could have done was not have taken the van in the first place. All right, well, you've got deliveries to make, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, I suggest you go and do them. At least give our customers a laugh.
Right, yeah.
Well, go on, then. Hey, not you, Ivy. Hang on, I want a word with you. Well, go on. Look, Ivy, I can understand what you're doing to help this bloke, but he was running the team, wasn't he?
He was running it, yeah.
So he was using the van. I mean, when it comes down to the bottom line, that's what happened, right?
Well, no. No, it's not, Mr. Baldwin. Look, it was me that said we should take the van. I mean, it was my idea, not George's.
You're not making this any easier, you know.
I'm just telling the truth, that's all.
The truth is, Ivy, that we have worked together for a long time. I respect you. I trust you. Then along comes fella, me lad. He's only here for a few weeks, and my van looks like it's been entered for a Jamaican carnival.
Well, just what is it you want me to say, Mr. Baldwin?
Not a lot. You let me deal with Wardle and you keep out of it. Okay?
No, it's not okay. Because it was my fault as much as his, so whatever you're going to do to him, well, you're going to have to do it to me as well.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Well, you just remember, it was you who said it.
Them shelves was put up by Mr. Wakefield, my previous lodger. Very fond of books he was.
You can't say I am.
No, well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? Well, sit yourself down then.
Oh, no, I've got to get back to work, but I mean, I like the room, so...
Yes, well, I thought you would. I mean, it's got everything you want, hasn't it, for a single young man like yourself?
It's not got curly, and that's the main thing. So, can I move in, can I?
Well, normally I'd ask for references, but, well, seeing as I knew your family... How are they getting on, by the way, down there, wherever it is they went?
Okay.
Good, I'm very pleased to hear it.
Yeah, but the room, is it okay?
Oh, yes, well, I'm quite amenable to the arrangement, if you are.
Oh, great. I was best be getting back anyway.
Yeah, just a minute. When were you thinking of moving in?
Oh, end of the week, I suppose.
Right, give me time to give the bed a good airing.
It's all right.
Oh, and have you told Mrs. Bishop you're moving?
Not in so many words, no. It's all right.
It's all right, Kelly.
We could go for a walk.
Where to?
I don't know, anywhere.
Tell you what, I'll take a walk to the bar and get us another.
Just get us half, will you? Oh, Terry.
You must have knocked the table.
You knocked the flaming table. I didn't.
Pints and half a lager, please, Ben.
Right, Chuck.
Hey, what's it to be then? Weatherby? A private function? Private function? Well, OK, if you don't like that, a shooting party.
Hello.
Hey, well, I don't know. Do you know about what's on the pictures, Bessie?
Oh, love it. I can't remember the last film I saw, apart from them that are on the telly. Are you going tonight?
It looks like it.
Yeah, we are. Hey, 2010.
Oh, is that space? See, I like something with a bit of comedy in it, and I never seems how to laugh at in space, for some reason.
There you are. £1.60, love. Hey, Jay.
Hello.
Stand up.
You, know that walk you was going on about?
Yeah?
Count me out, eh?
Yes, Emily. Well, I don't want a drink at the moment. I was actually looking for a young man.
Have you tried computer dating? They say that can be quite effective. Or I have heard that hanging round bus stations just after closing time can bring its own rewards.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll bet you will.
No, I was looking for Kevin. I just wondered if he was in here.
Well, I haven't seen him, but t'other two musketeers are in snuggied there anyhow.
A minute ago, you were saying I'd nothing lined up for tonight.
Things change, don't they?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Was that my fault?
No.
Only, you don't know where Kevin is, do you? I've just got back and his dinner's still where I left it, in the oven.
Well, I've seen him. He came in, got changed, and went out again. Didn't say when he'd be back.
Oh, well, his dinner won't keep forever. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Anytime.
Bye.
What do you mean things change?
My plans change. I was stood at the bar and I was inspired with a sudden thought of where I can go tonight.
Well, can't I come as well?
Oh, you cannot. Definitely not.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, find Kevin and tell him his dinner's ready.
I don't know where he is either, do I?
Out.
Hiya!
Like the gear.
Doesn't make me play any better.
15, love.
Hang on! Do you know him, Malcolm at all?
No.
A lad I play tennis with. Another half hour yet.
It's okay, you carry on. I was just having a walk anyway.
30, love.
I'll see you then.
Hope you win.
Thanks. Wait while I'm ready, will ya?
What is it?
Shh. They're here, quick.
The plastic door.
The latch is down. No, it's you. Nobody for you to worry about. Oh, no. Bye, Terry. I thought you were meant to be at youth club.
And I thought you were supposed to be revising.
I am. He's only just come in. He's only been here 10 minutes.
10 minutes, eh? Sorry if I spoiled out.
You didn't. Hey, you won't say anything though, will you? Because they go balmy if they knew he set foot in here. Please?
They would, wouldn't they?
Sue!
All right, keep your hair on. Of course I'm not going to tell them. Why should I?
Thanks. I mean, he only came in because he knew they'd gone to pictures. Hey, and you do know why they've gone, don't you? So I can have some peace and quiet for revising.
Yeah.
Well then, come on.
No, I want to watch this. And I think you should let me, don't you? Yeah, of course you do.
Yes, so it was all settled there and then, and he's due to move in the end of the week.
Who is he, though? Anybody we know?
Oh, well, I think I'd better not say. Not yet. Just in case it should get back to somebody it shouldn't get back to.
Do you understand that?
I'm keeping well out the way of Hilda's lodgers after what happened to the last one.
Right, come on, well. Dear, what? No, look who's at the bar.
Well, they're not died yet.
Good night. I'm not going to give him a chance.
Oh, go sit down there, then I'll get them in. Yes, love. So after lunch, I better love.
OK, Doc.
Evening, Mr. Baldwin.
Evening.
We're going to bingo. Do you fancy coming?
Nope.
Hey, has Ivy Tilsley got a black eye?
Oh, there's some up for it. Hang on, I'll have a look.
Hey, I love it.
Now, love.
OK, that. OK, love it.
Hey, yo, what do you think you're playing at now?
It is, yeah.
Well, what have you been doing to these workers of yours? Beating them black and blue now?
Don't ask, Bet. Just do not ask.
Hey, Al, get that down here. And there's something else you can do, and Al.
What?
You can give it right tail about this rugby match. Never mind you got it with a ball, because I know better than that.
Right, as long as you keep your voice down.
You were fighting, weren't you? You're a soccer hooligan.
I was doing no such thing, Vera. Well, just there was daft woman whose son were playing for other side, and, well, I tried to explain one or two rules for her, and she went berserk.
I'd have given a fortune to see it, kid. And other side, with their church team and all.
Yeah.
Right peaceful lot, aren't you?
Too.
Now, I don't want to upset anyone's evening, but...
Oh, you won't do that?
Shut up, Vera.
Are you standing by what you said? Same treatment for you as your partner in crime?
I am, yes. I think it's only fair.
Oh, well, it's your choice. Better see you both together then. Say, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, my office. Good night.
What's he going to do to you?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
All right, Tony. Now, don't forget, I'm going to resign. That way you won't sack me.
Oh, no, you're right. Wait, George, listen. We're in this together. I know all this.
Right, I'm off, Mrs. Bishop.
Oh, sorry. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Kevin?
Yeah?
Everything's all right, is it? You haven't been falling out with Norman again, I hope not.
Oh, no, he's no bother last night. No bother at all. Didn't wake me up once. I slept like a log.
There you are. A little give and take, and I'm sure you can settle your differences and exist quite amicably together.
Yeah.
Strictly between you and me, I'm well aware that Norman can be, well, a bit eccentric, but we can cope with that, can't we? And I'm sure we'd all of us prefer it if we could all get along together. I'm sure I would.
Yeah. See ya.
Here we go again.
Oh, soon be over, love.
What? About another 3 weeks?
If I survive that flipping long.
Best thing is to grit your teeth and just do it.
Is that your recipe for living? Grit your teeth?
It can get you through a lot of bad times, I'll tell you that. Hey, if you think I'm making you any breakfast, young lady, you've had it coming down at this time.
Don't worry.
worry, I'll make me own.
Well, don't make a mess and don't disturb your sister.
Is there anything I can do?
No.
It's all right, is it, if I use this little bit of table? I mean, I can have my breakfast standing up if you like. Andrea, what's it worth for me to keep my mouth shut about you and Terry?
Nothing.
Are you definitely sure?
Definitely. Do you have to make that racket while you're eating?
You can't eat cornflakes quietly. Like you can't blow your nose quietly. No. This business about you and Terry T-shirt. I mean, my mum and dad'd go bananas, wouldn't they? They knew that he'd been sneaking in through the back door as soon as they go out the front.
Once. He's been in once.
Once. Twice. They still won't like it. I mean, Terry Duckworth. It's like forbidden passion, isn't it?
Do you know, you've got a dirty mind, you have.
I'm not stupid. He don't come creeping in because he likes decorating in here. No. What I thought was, I wouldn't mind borrowing your new shoes tonight.
No.
I'm sure that as soon as I put them on, I'd forget everything about you and Terry. Be like magic.
No.
If you lent me that red skirt as well, it'd be like I'd lost my memory completely.
Have you seen my scissors?
They're on the kitchen top. I'm not making a mess, and I'm not disturbing my sister.
Good.
Am I, Andrea?
Hey, what time do you make it?
Just gone 10.
I'm sure he said he'd see us at 10.
Well, he's laying you stew, isn't he? So you worry yourself sick.
Yeah, it's like psychological torture. He's a past master at it, is Baldwin.
No sign of him yet?
No.
I'm fed up with this. I mean, if he said a time, he should stick to it.
Oh, he'll not fire, you know. Because if he does, we'll all walk out, won't we, Ida?
Aye, we will.
You too might, but I'm not sure how many more would. Well, not when they're making these big bonuses.
Well, would you walk out?
I'd have to think about it.
Great pal, you turned out to be, I don't think.
All right, Vera, that's enough. We don't want anybody walking out on our behalf. We can fight our own battles, can't we, George?
Yeah, we can, love.
Oh, love, Beth. Brought you closer together now, this little scrape you've got yourselves into.
Shut up, Vera.
Hey, what's your back, Susie?
What's up with you lot? This isn't a royal visit, just your much loved and respected boss. So let's get those machines machining, shall we?
Aren't you supposed to be seeing Ivy and George at 10?
Yeah.
Well, they're obviously waiting.
Well, let them wait. I haven't decided what to do with those two yet. They must be the oldest pair of soccer hooligans in the world.
It was a rugby match, Mr. Baldwin.
This is no laughing matter, Emily. They could have cost me thousands. They could have ruined me.
Where's Mum?
Corner shop.
Tell her I shan't want any dinner. I'm going to Joanna's. Did you hear me? Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll settle for the shoes. That red skirt don't fit me. I've just tried it on.
I've warned you about touching my clothes.
Hey, lover boy's calling. If he starts serenading you, tell him you prefer Nick Kershaw.
Stupid, I thought suppose my mum had been in.
Just seen her going in the corner shop.
What do you want?
You.
Oh, Susan, you know.
I was hoping I could come in.
Well, you can't.
You're going to be free this afternoon.
How do I know? My mum must probably be in.
Give her a quid and send us her pictures.
I just thought I'd tell you.
What?
If you're going to be like that, I won't bother.
What?
My mum's just coming up the street.
Oh, I better go in.
Well, what about tonight?
I don't know.
Are you lovesick, Terry?
Get lost, eh?
He's probably decided to let it drop. Decided it's not worth getting steamed up over. Look, what did you do? You borrowed Firm's van to take a few kids to a rugby match. I mean, it's not as if you were using it for courting or as a chuckie wagon.
No, Vera.
Anyway, who does it belong to, eh? Who sweated the guts out to pay for it? Not him, Mighty Mouse. No, us lot, you.
Yes, Vera. Hey, do you know, I have a good mind to go in there and ask him what he thinks he's playing at.
Oh, no, I think you'd be daft to do that, don't you, Ida?
Oh, aye. Take my advice and keep your head down. The longer he has to forget about it and simmer down, the better.
Yeah, and besides, if you did go storming in there, well, you'd be at a psychological disadvantage, wouldn't you?
What's all this psychology business, Shirley? Have you been reading a book at last or something?
I started taking Sunday Times at their house, didn't you know?
Well, I don't know. I can't stand this uncertainty. Me, I'd rather get it over and done with.
Hey, come and have a drink. You never know. They might get run over with a bus in his dinner hour.
All right. Hey, I've got a mate. Who's the bus driver?
Yeah, come on, man.
Has he said anything yet?
No.
What's he playing at?
Nobody can read Baldwin's mind, George. Haven't you realised that yet?
No, because it's walked.
Look, we're going for a drink. That'll shift the pressure back to him. Well, he'll wonder why you're both taking it so calmly.
Yeah. Oh, you sure that's psychologically right, are you?
Absolutely.
Come on.
Ivy, George, I'm ready to see you now.
It is their dinner hour, Mr. Baldwin.
I know, but I'm sure they want to get this thing settled. I do.
Come on, love.
I'd really like to move in later on today, if that's okay.
Why, what's the hurry? She's never chucked you out, has she, Emily Bishop? You know, turned shirty because you're leaving her and coming here. Mind you, she always did think herself a bit cut-glass, did Emily. Although she's only a glorified shop assistant.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just sort of, you know, a bit embarrassing serving out your notice, if you see what I mean. So, if it's okay with you.
Oh, yes, you can come any time you like, love. I mean, it's not as though I'm booked up or anything, is it? I haven't got a lodger sleeping in the bath like Maud Summers in Cadogan Street used to have.
What time then?
Well, it's up to you. I'm not going anywhere. I never do these days.
Oh, 7, all right?
Yes, fine. I'll get your bed made up.
Yeah.
Oh, will you be wanting anything to eat?
No, I'll be all right, thanks.
Tell you what, we'll have a fish and chip supper, shall we?
Yeah. See you later.
Right, I look forward to it.
That van isn't insured to take those kids anywhere. Not even to the corner of the street. Let alone a rugby match. How many did you have inside it?
10.
10? Have you had any idea of the damages I'd have been liable to? If you'd have had an accident and one of those kids had been injured or killed?
There's no chance of that, Mr. Baldwin.
How do you know? Eh? How do you know what's coming round the next bend? It could have been a Pentachnicon on the wrong side of the road. And I bet you took it on the motorway.
Oh, only for a few miles.
It only takes 10 yards for a pile-up, then I'd have been ruined, wouldn't I? I'm the one they'd have been suing, not you two. Because I'm the one that's supposed to have a few bob. And if God knows where I get it from.
Well, we didn't think, Mr.
Well,
Baldwin.
what were you thinking, eh? If anything, I mean, I'd like to know what you were thinking when you took my van. I'd like to know how the criminal mind works, because that's what it was. A criminal act. A crime.
Oh, that's daft, that is, to call it that. We only borrowed it for a few hours. I even put some petrol in it.
Without permission. You borrowed it without permission.
But George thought he'd got permission, Mr. Baldwin.
But how did he know? Did he check?
No.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, well, you two want to get your stories to match, don't you? Well, come on, then. Which one was it?
It was my fault, Mr. Baldwin. Because I led him to believe that it'd be all right, and he thought with me being supervisor...
You are supervisor of the sewing room, not transport.
I know.
Well, come on, then. What were you thinking?
Well, we had a crisis on us.
Let me, Ivy, will you?
I wish one of you would tell me.
Well, I was desperate to get the lads to the match. If we hadn't got there, they wouldn't have postponed it to another date that had disqualified us. They'd have been that disappointed. They worked very hard, Mr. Baldwin.
So I suggested that we run them to match in our van.
My van.
Your van.
Being helpful to a friend, were you, Ivy, eh?
I also didn't want to see those lads disappointed, Mr. Baldwin.
And then to cap it all, my van ends up like it's been mugged by some mad sign writer.
Well, we didn't do that.
You took it. You were responsible.
No, we're responsible when there's any damage, are we?
Don't try and be clever, George. Is that it, then, eh? That all you got to say?
Yeah.
Well, what else can we say, Mr. Baldwin? Except that we didn't think, and, well, we're very sorry.
You took that van without my permission. Without any thought to the consequences. You behaved like a couple of... Hello, Mike Baldwin. Oh, hello, Harry. Island? You can't be joking. I didn't know you had an agency over there.
So were you, mate? I've seen folk with only a week left to live looking a lot happier.
Sexual frustration, Beth.
Get away.
It's true. Inside that man is a deep and terrible hunger that's slowly turning him into an empty shell before your very eyes.
How long has he got, do you reckon, before he turns completely?
About an hour.
Tragic. He's so young.
Very funny. There's more than one bird in the tree, you know.
Yes, but it's the one on the highest branch, isn't it? The unobtainable bird of paradise. That's the one that drives you insane, isn't it?
Don't worry, mate. I'll crack it.
You seem to know a lot about smutty love, Curly.
I know all the theory, and it's the practice I'm short of.
They smell good, don't they?
Don't think I can face mine.
Were you always sickening for something?
Well, stuffing herself, and George could be getting fired for all we know. We could have hung on a bit at least.
Oh, what could we have done?
Oh, I tell you something, they get no backing from union for what they did.
I
you know.
don't care about the union. Listen, if they'd been fired, I'd walk out. They're doing some little lads a favour, that's all. And I'll tell you this, I'll take a few more women and all.
Harry, that is fantastic. Great. Here, what about China? Haven't got any contacts there, have you? Yeah, righto, son. See you. Keep sober. Ciao. What about that? We've only got a foot in Ireland with the flying suits. How about that, eh?
Very good.
More grist to the factory. We're going to be snowed under with orders, eh? Oh, yeah, where was I?
I just wish we could get this over and done with, Mr. Baldwin.
I wish we could too.
Well, I'm trying to, ain't I? Now then, where was I? Oh, yeah. All that horrible writing on the van, wasn't it, eh? Who did it?
Some kid supporting the other team, I suppose. We didn't see him do it.
Hey, they wouldn't have got near van if we had.
Then there was your black eye, eh? How exactly did that happen?
Well, I had a row with one at Mother's at other lot, and I told her that they were playing like little louts, so she hit me with her handbag.
And what did you do to her?
Nothing.
Nothing? You just stood there and let her hit you? Doesn't sound like you.
Only because somebody grabbed me and stopped me from murdering her.
George?
Father O'Brien.
The parish priest was brawling as well?
Because he rode in me back, and she had a go at him, and all, she broke his glasses.
And what were you doing while all this was going on, eh? Bopping the referee?
I was talking to the team. I mean, one or two were in tears after taking a licking like that.
It was a bigger disaster than the Dardanelles, was it, eh?
Not much went right, no.
How old are you two?
What's that got to do with you?
Anyone listening to this story wouldn't believe it. I mean, Ivy, you're a grandmother, aren't you? Eh? I mean, they think it was more a couple of Millwall supporters. In fact, the more I think of it, the more ludicrous it becomes. You were out of order taking that van, though? Definitely out of order.
Well, we know that now.
There could have been diabolical consequences. Diabolical!
Well, we know that as well now.
But there wasn't. So you were lucky in that respect. So, go on, get out of my sight.
Pardon?
Go on, blow. Go and get yourself some lunch.
We've still got our jobs.
You heard me, blow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baldwin. Thank you.
What about the van, all that
Look,
mess?
just quit while you're ahead, will you, George?
Come on, George.
There is one thing, though. If you must take an interest in sport, why don't you pick one a bit less violent than rugby, eh? Like, drafts?
Double two to win. There you go.
Every egg a bird.
Fancy another game?
Yeah, fancy a game, Kev.
No, I'll go and see Mrs. Bishop.
What about now?
Tell her I'm leaving tonight.
Tonight? That's a bit strong, isn't it? You could have given more notice. You might have got food in and that.
I think it's best to go.
Can't spend another night with me, eh?
That's right. If you'd only been half human, wouldn't need to go at all, would I?
Thanks very much.
Not one of your biggest fans, is he, Kev? Still, so you have to live with somebody to get to know him. Me to go as usual?
Yeah.
Right, come on, let's go see what's happening across there. Now, you're definitely with me, aren't you? If they're being fired, we all walk out.
Yes, but I think it's a futile gesture.
Have you swallowed a dictionary, Summit?
Hey, hang on, they're here.
Well, what happened?
Well, come on, what happened?
Well, he's sacked us. And he's going to report us to the police.
Oh, no.
Oh.
He swears he'll have us sent to jail.
The rotten swine!
Don't do that.
Oh. We're having you on, he's let us off. He tells me. Oh, I could kill you.
You're locking up.
I'll get some booze in. Do with the pipe.
Well, come on, what really happened?
Well, I put our side of the case to him, and he had to agree with it because I was so very, what's the word?
Persuasive.
Exactly.
Ah, fooled you.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm just going back to work. Is there something the matter?
I'm thinking of leaving, Mrs. Bishop.
Oh,
I think it's best I did.
I see. Norman?
It's a bit small for two of us, that room.
I suppose it is.
I mean, I've appreciated what you've done, you know, letting me stop and all that.
I was glad to be of help. You have got somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's not very far either. Mrs. Ogden's.
Mrs. Ogden's? When were you thinking of leaving?
Tonight, if that's okay.
Yes, if that's what you want. The trouble is, Norman, is it, Kevin? You and him not getting on in that room. I mean, there's no other reason you're leaving.
No, I've loved it here, honestly. Loved it.
Oh, I'm glad. I wouldn't like to think it was anything I'd...
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Right, I'd best be getting back to work myself. I'll see you.
Bye.
I'd love to go out. It's just that I've set myself this routine. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and 2 hours at night. I mean, if I missed it just once, it's going to take me days to get back on it.
Have you seen Terry? What about Kevin?
Is my tie straight?
Perfect! You look very smart, Mr. Clayton.
Thank you, love. I just wish I was turning out with Sid Lawrence instead of Greg Gordon and the Blue Tones. Right, if your man makes an appearance, we can get going.
How'd you manage to get her to go out with you tonight?
I told her we'd got a fan club. All high heels and fun furs, you know.
Talking about heels.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Well, how do I look?
Dad?
You'll do.
I'll clock you one.
Is your dad cheeky, Michelle?
Sometimes. I'll be going then. Bye, Mr. Clayton and Mrs. Clayton.
Ta-ra, love.
Ta-ra, love. Yeah, she's a nice girl, isn't she?
Yeah. I just wish I were under knock around with her a bit more often.
You don't have to help me, you know.
I feel guilty, though. I feel it's my fault you're going.
It is your fault.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm just moving digs down the street. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just seeing if Andrew was going anywhere, but she's studying.
It's my mate, Curler. Michelle Robinson.
Norman, actually. Norman Watts.
Are you moving with him?
No. Me and Kev, we're not simpatico at the moment, are we, Kev?
Well, I'll let you get on with it then.
Yeah.
Unless you need any help.
Well, actually, there's a few bin bags that still have to...
No, we'll manage, thanks.
Right. Well, I'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll give you a ring sometime, eh?
All right.
Now, she is nice. She is a stroke.
Well, I thought it was very nice of you, letting Ivy and George off like that. Hey, didn't you, Bert?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact.
I wonder
What?
if it was just generosity of spirit.
Well, what else could it have been? I'm your typical big-hearted boss, aren't I?
No, I was just thinking, you know, probably unjustly, you being so busy across there and Ivy being a very experienced supervisor.
Kenneth, what an unkind thought. It's not true, is it, Michael?
As if.
And there's me thinking he might have been going a bit soft in his old age.
Don't some folk let you down?
Hey up! It's Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Hey, love, they've recognised us.
And we're supposed to be travelling incognito.
Pint and a brandy lemonade, love, please.
I'll get it for you, love.
Now, there's a fine figure of a fella for you to aim at, Kenneth. He's slimming, you know, aren't you, Ken?
Yeah, what is your secret? I mean, how do you keep so trim?
A wife that keeps him running around.
That's my job. I must do 10 miles a day up and down garden paths.
You must meet a lot of gnomes.
I do, love.
That's it. I'll get a job as a milkman.
We can have mine. I'm not bothered about getting fat.
Hey, love, have you lost a button off your shirt?
Where?
Oh, you have.
Oh, I must have come off when we were walking down the street. Looks a right mess, doesn't it?
Oh, don't worry. I won't let you face your public with a button missing. We'll nip home and I'll sew you one on.
Gets behind me and keeps giving me that shove again.
Suez.
Well, look, all the doors. It doesn't matter if she comes back then, does it?
Oh, yeah, how obvious can you get?
You can always come round our place. My mum and dad's gone out clubbing it. They won't be back till after midnight.
I'm supposed to be studying.
What a waste.
This is all you think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Will you stop it? Sue might come in.
You know, Rob, it must be about... Andrea! So this is what you call studying?
You out.
Look, I'm sorry.
I said out!
There was no need for that.
Upstairs, you.
Upstairs?
Upstairs!
So what did that accomplish?
It stopped me doing them both some damage.
All that jogging. People have dropped dead. The best thing that could happen. Hey, shut up. You shouldn't say things like that, even in jokes. Gary said he wished his dad would break a leg. Next thing you knew, he fell down 3 flights of stairs.
Did he break a leg?
Nah, just bruised. Mind you, he was paralytic. Still. Hey, whose tape have you got in there?
Not yours, don't worry. Heaven forbid I might borrow one for 10 minutes.
You can if you like. You're dead choked, aren't you?
You're not really going to eat all that, are you?
Yeah, why not? They did go on a bit, though, didn't they?
A bit? It's like living in Victorian times. Talk about Mr. Barrett at flipping Wimpole Street.
Who?
Where are they?
My mum's gone back to bed with a cuppa and an aspirin, and my dad's still at work. You really stuck on him then, Terry Duckworth?
He's all right. Oh, that's not the point. What I resent most is being treated like a little kid. And I shall tell him I know when he gets back.
Great bank holiday this is gonna be.
Well, it's not my fault we've got a dead, unreasonable family. Oh, I can't wait to get away from here and start living my own life as a free agent.
You must miss them, though.
Yeah, I've met to go with them. It's me who chose to stay. I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, of course you are, love. You've got your pals, haven't you? And folk round here are friendly enough. Some more so than others. Although, mind you, I'd swap a lot of them if I could only have my stand back again. Or our Irma and Trevor living round the corner with the kiddies. Even having a Barney with my brother Archie. Big cheeky lump he was when he was alive, bless him. But they've all gone now. It's not the same.
Oh, well, you've still got me. You can consider me adopted. Oh, while you cook me breakfasts like this, you can anyway.
Oh, well, I thought being a holiday you'd have time for once. You wouldn't have to gobble it down. You're not dashing off nowhere, are you?
Not till this afternoon. Got a date.
Oh, that nice little lass you was telling me about, is it?
Well, I hardly know her yet.
I think you're keen, though, am I right?
You me chance, I've not even took her out proper.
Oh, well, today's a start. Hey, what I wouldn't give to have a smashing young man taking me out for a stroll through the park on a lovely bank holiday Monday. Here, you haven't got a mate, have you? We could make up a foursome.
Shorten your life, will that?
Eh?
Sighing.
Oh, take no notice, Scott. Sometimes I think I just enjoy feeling sorry for myself.
Well, is there aught I can do? I could jump on that table with a red nose, a banana in each ear and sing My Old Man's a Dustman. Usually raises a chortle.
Just holiday blues. Like when you half open your peepers in the morning and you think, today I should be doing something special. Then you wake up proper and you realise that telling Jack Duckworth he's sucked enough is about as special as it's going to get.
Tell us, what do you want to do if you could do out your chose?
Today?
Yeah.
Get in a big posh car with them fluffy seat covers, Barry Manilow on the stereo, and have a big handsome fella drive me off to an unknown destination.
Well, I ought to introduce you to one of my mates then.
Get off. Who do you know who's not living off social security?
You'd be surprised who I know. Not just rubbish, I've been around. I count some well-set-up folk among my acquaintances. Some of them professional men, you wouldn't be ashamed.
You never said.
Well, you never asked.
Right. Go on then, fix me up.
Well, you're working all day,
Oh,
aren't you?
no. Not after a shot, I'm not. No, by the end of today, I'll just about be ready to kick off my size 4s, relax with a chicken chow mein and a bit of congenial company, mind you. If you're going to fix me up with a barrister, tell him to leave his wig at home. I'm not into out kinky.
Look, I can't promise no.
Oh, well, if you're just another big bag of wind like your predecessor.
Fred G. No way am I like him.
Right. Forget proving it then.
You don't want it shorter than this.
I do.
You'll be showing your knickers, girl.
You dead old-fashioned mother. It's what's in.
I don't care if it is what's in. There's no daughter of mine walking around showing all she's got.
And they wonder why they get into trouble. Anyway, I thought them things went out with Jean What's-it.
Well, now they're back, Chuck. Not that I remember you complaining much first time round, and it was Jean Shrimpton.
Who's she?
I want a married man then with a couple of grown-up girls, won't I? Speaking of which, where's the other one?
Reading upstairs.
She said out.
No, she's kept out at way, really.
Andrew, come down here a minute.
Oh, don't start again, eh? We had enough last night, didn't we?
We're settled now.
Well, what do you want of her?
I want to know that we can trust her in future, that's what.
Yeah,
Have you had time to think things over?
I have, yeah.
You do realise how badly you let us down, me and your mum?
However, I had a friend round, that's all. Big flipping deal.
Well, you know how things are between us and Duckworth, Andy. Why him of all people?
Let's face it, he's a yobbo. He's not in your class.
Harry.
Harry what? You're going on about me being an ostrich, wanting the quiet life, and when I am firm with him, he still doesn't suit you.
There are ways of doing things.
Look, I'm not staying here listening to this. It's a waste of time.
You'll stay here and apologise for sneaking that lad in behind us backs for starters.
Well, she could hardly have asked you to your faces, could she?
You keep out of this, please.
Look, I'm fed up with the whole thing. Just because you and me mum are so pig-headed and childish enough to have some stupid row with neighbours, don't mean to say I have to fall to that level. Crikey, you treat me like I were a little kid. When I'm the only one round here who knows how to behave like an adult.
Aye, Martians have landed.
I've been giving my hair a wax conditioning treatment. I think I'll wash and set it, and then I think I'll do my face.
You're going to wrap that up in tinfoil as well, are you?
Then I think I'll get all dressed up in my new outfit. Ian, would you like to know what you'll be doing while I'm doing all this?
Not particularly.
You'll be washing the pots and tidying up in here. Then you're taking me out.
Yeah, I knew I was right not wanting to know, you know.
So what's the terrible about taking your wife for a nice day out?
Nothing, V. You're quite right. I wasn't planning to stay in all day anyway.
Good.
Good. There. Who is it who says that we never stop arguing?
Hey, about this day out, it's going to take us a bit further than Rovers.
Certainly, my sweet.
It is.
Naturally. When I take my wife out, I take her out in style. But that we'll just call in for one as we pass in, set us up on the road, like.
Oh. How about you, Arcade? Bet you've got something tasty lined up, eh?
No. Do what? What red-blooded lad doesn't go birding on a bank holiday?
There are other things in life besides women, you know, Dad.
Is there?
How do? The door was open. What are we doing today, mate?
Well, I don't know what you're doing, mate, but I'm stopping in.
Oh, don't do that, Chuck. No, you want to get yourselves out, enjoy yourselves.
Aye, she's right. I was going to ask Kev to come along as well. Hey, remember that day we had out on the canal barge?
Yeah, I do. It's in my treasure trove of memories, that is. Along with the time I got food poisoning from a manky pie, and the other time I choked on a fish bone.
Oh, I take it you're not coming then?
Right on, Spider.
Oh, well, see ya.
What is up with you, face sake? Do you know, I woke up this morning determined to enjoy myself for once. And if he ain't throwing a mood on me, you are. Tell me what have I done to deserve this, these two miseries? I won't care, I've been a good, clean, living woman all my life.
I'm glad he's quiet. I want to nip out this afternoon. Got a house to look at.
Don't tell me Council have actually come up with something.
Well, I'm not getting me hopes up too high.
No, you do right. That way you'll not be disappointed. It's probably a dump anyway.
Yeah. Hello. On your own? Yeah, I'm glad to be. Nobody's talking to anybody in our house. Can I have a Coke and a buttered bun, please?
Sounds just like in ours.
You got sisters?
3 brothers, all older.
Okay, I wish I had brothers. Listen, I'll do your swap anytime.
You sit down, I'll fetch this over.
It's all right, I can manage. Hey, you take advantage. You don't offer this kind of service to everybody, you know.
Young love, I'm glad I'm past it.
Are you?
I was just going to make myself a bit of dinner. I thought, no, go on, it's holidays, you know, let somebody else do washing up for a change. So I'll try one of your Welsh rarebits, but make sure you put plenty of mustard in it. Not that I expect to be the genuine article, because when I do it with beer.
Oh, you do right not to be busy on your day off. Why don't you have your tea out as well?
Eat here, twice in one day? No, I'm not that much of a glutton for punishment. Begging your pardon, love, I'm sure you're a very nice little cook in your own way, but you must admit this mass-produced stuff can't possibly taste same.
I'll admit to no such thing.
I didn't mean it. I meant, why don't you come back to my place for a bit of supper? I'll do you something you fancy. Just you say.
Well, it's very kind of you, but I've made arrangements to meet a friend tonight, and it's one thing I'm a stickler for, that's not breaking arrangements. Am I right?
I thought we might get a train, go out Starbush way. I mean, we could have a good long hike, get some fresh air in us lungs, and then we could end up in a country pub. There's some great pubs out there, you know, real ale.
I'm sorry, mate, I'm meeting Michelle.
Oh, well, that's nice for you.
You bet.
Look, love, you're welcome to stop and have a bit of dinner with us. I'm just getting it ready now.
No, thanks. I've got a lot to do. Other arrangements to make. I've got to let other people know I'm free, now that I know he's not depending on me.
Well, I'm sure there's no rush for half an hour. Sausage and chips. Oh, and Kevin, be obliged if you clean your shoes upstairs in your room in future.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, go on, thanks. As long as you don't mind me rushing off afterwards.
No, you do just as you please, love.
Is it okay if I have my shirt in a bit?
Oh, yes.
Gotta make the right impression, you know?
Yeah.
Well, any news for me yet?
Oh, not yet, no. I've made a few phone calls, but it is a bit last minute, you know. They're all booked up.
Have you told them what a ravishing, sensational megastar knockout I am?
Oh, you missed out modest, lovey. What's all this, then?
Wilf's fixing me up with a date for tonight. From one of his many eminent acquaintances.
I said I'd try. I can't promise no.
Well, just keep on trying. Why should the Duchess Duckworth be the only one to cop for a suave escort?
Hear that, Vera?
By the left, it's Jacko. I didn't recognise you with your clothes on. I'm not stopping, you know. One drink and then we're off to Amy.
Loud and clear, Vera.
I'm surprised you're not all out in the country today.
Oh, no chance. Gail's working. Any case, we're going to look at a house later.
Oh, well, I wish you luck with it.
Thanks.
I hope Kevin's settled down all right in his new home.
Well, he seems to have taken to it fine. He reckons Mrs. Ogden's looking after him real champion.
Oh, well, I'm sure he had no cause to complain when he was with me. It was simply a question of space, with him and Norman having to share.
Yeah, you're right. Betty?
Yes, Doctor.
Half a lager, please, and whatever Mrs. Bishop's having.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
What we'll do is we'll get a bus to Eaton Park. We'll have a stroke side at Lake, show off my outfit. I'll go to First House Pictures, and then he'll get me a steak and chips.
There's no rush.
There is, you know. Come on, let's go.
I'd just like to say that I'm disgusted with that son of yours. We both are. I know our Andy's partly to blame, but he's older, he should know better. Apart from which, under circumstances, I think he's got a flaming cheek.
Come on. What the hell was all that about?
Well, how the hell do I know?
Well, I'm ready if you are. Come on, shall we go?
All right, we're going all right. Home. Got a few questions to ask that son of yours.
Oh, Vera.
Are you coming?
You have the option. Oh, I'm coming.
Right. So what were you up to last night then, eh? And we don't want any clever answers, do we, Jack?
No, Vera.
Up to? I'm well out of short pants now, you know, ma'am. Since when did I have to start accounting for myself?
Since you started disgracing the family name.
Oh, now hang on, Vera. That's a bit strong, isn't it? We don't even know what the lad's supposed to have done.
Well, we don't have to stretch his imaginations too far, do we? Whatever it was something he shouldn't have been doing with Andrea Clayton.
So I went in her house for half an hour, so big flipping drama.
What, you went in their house after knowing how things are with that lot?
Not with me and Andrew, it's not. Stop trying to drag us into your stupid arguments.
Oh, you talk to him, Jack.
Oh, lad, can't you see how you're upsetting your mother? I mean, is it worth it? I mean, can't you find yourself another bird? Not as loaded a flipping shortage.
No, I can't. I've tried to keep a low profile for this whole stupid thing. And now I've had it up to here. With her, folks, and with you. So from now on, just leave it out, will ya?
Of course you'd know what all this is about, wouldn't you? Sex! When that comes into pictures, no fault for no and nobody else. Naturally, we're no side-up family. He takes after, don't we?
Oh, naturally.
Is Kevin in? Only I found this down the side of the bed and I thought he might want it.
Oh, yes, come on in. The lads are just having a bite of lunch.
Hello, Mrs. Bishop.
Oh, hello. I found this.
Ah, yeah. It's an old one, thanks. Right, I best be going anyway. See you.
Hi.
Oh, wait, can I offer you a cup of tea? I'm just going to make one.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Only Mrs. Ogden invited me to eat with them.
That's the second time in 2 days. You must enjoy her cooking.
It's not a patch on yours.
Well, of course, I don't believe in clogging the arteries up with all that fried stuff and white bread, but if you enjoy it, that's up to you. You're a free agent, Norman. I did have a nice little chicken salad planned for your lunch, but I dare say it'll keep till tonight. You will be eating at home tonight.
Yeah, no danger.
Now, here we are, love. Treacle dumpling and custard. I'll give you Kevin's helping and all. I can put some meat on your bones. Oh, isn't it a treat to see the appetites they have at that age?
I always wanted brothers and sisters. You must miss yours.
She's great now. She lives a few hundred miles away. Further away she lives, better we get on.
I don't believe that. What's she like?
Debbie. She's a cheeky kid. She's great. She kept the house together, you know, like when my mum died.
That must have been awful for you. I can't imagine life without my mum and dad.
You get on with them then?
Sometimes they fuss over me a bit, with me being the only one. But I don't let them get away with it too much.
How long have you known Andrea Clayton?
Ever since we started at the same school. We only really got Pally and me last year. She's very ambitious, but then she's bright.
She needs to be though, don't she? Especially now she's got herself caught between the crossfire of her family and the Duckworths.
I know, she said. Honestly, it's like flipping Romeo and Juliet down your street. What about you, Kevin? What do you want to do?
Me? I work in a garage.
Don't you ever want to own your own place, like what's his name?
Brian. Expect so one day. But who needs all the responsibilities?
Malcolm, you know, the lad I play tennis with. All he wants to do is get on. It's really boring.
I mean, I'd like to own my own place one day, but I'm not that as I am now.
My mum and dad were potty when I said I wasn't staying on to take my A-levels. But I'm not brainy like Andrea. I mean, I never wanted to go to university or anything. I like my job, I like my mates, and I like playing tennis, skating, listening to records. And I like walking along here by the river. I'm dead dull, really, aren't I?
I don't think so.
Now, are you sure you'll be all right? I'll be back within the hour.
No, we won't be all right. I'm going to set fire to chip pan and burn the place down as soon as your back turn. Won't we, son?
Oh, we sure will.
Come on, love. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra,
See you.
Now listen, I don't want you to get too excited about this place.
No, I won't. Oh, Brian, I just hope it's even halfway decent. I'm sure that bedsitter shrinks a couple of inches every time we go out.
There.
Thank you.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
All right, Duckworth's in.
Okay, you won't bother us. I'll get a table, shall I?
Yeah. You on your Todd?
What does it look like?
2 teas, 2 custards, please.
Okay, love. Oh, you look sin. That's second time she's been in today. She's sweet on you.
Hey, have you seen who's in here? We're going to talk to him. Why shouldn't I? We've not fallen out. You get a table. Hiya.
What's going off with those two?
Don't ask me. I'm only the flipping chaperone. What you doing?
Just having a lovely walk. Then we're thinking of going to the pictures a bit later on, aren't we, Ken?
Yep.
The animals wet in 2 by 2.
Hey?
Everyone's in flipping pairs, except me.
Well, I reckon you could score over there, play your cards right.
Him? He's only a kid.
There you are. She's smiling at you. Why don't you go over and ask her what she's doing when you finish?
Look, I was dead embarrassed too, you know. I could have killed them showing me up like that.
I don't know worse than mine. I've had naught but earache off them all morning. Especially me mum. It's ridiculous, isn't it? What are you doing tonight?
Why?
Well, I thought we might team up with them two. Hey, Kev. Fancy going to the fair tonight?
Oh, sorry, mate. We've already made our arrangements.
Don't be daft, you know I can't.
Well, why the hell not? Because when it boils down to all this stupid nonsense, over a few measly quid, innit?
£38.50 to be precise, which your mother owes mine.
So it's got damn all to do with us. Why don't you grow up and tell him to get stuffed?
Look, Terry, things are bad enough at home as it is without me making them any worse. I'll see you. Come on.
Where to now?
Anywhere.
What they want to do, you see, is go back to trams. In first place, they run on electricity, which you can get from almost any source. Oil, on the other hand, will run out sooner or later. Am I right? Am I right, son?
Not in your lifetime.
We've got to take the long-term view. We've got to think of them as come after us.
Your pals left you on your own today, have they?
Well, actually, I prefer my own company sometimes.
Oh, you lucky cock. Some of us have no choice.
Come on, then. I'll give you a game of dominoes. How's that?
Oh, great.
Come on.
She's not going to let me hear the last of this, is she? Well, you shouldn't have opened your little mouth then, should you? Do you know any likely candidates? Oh, yeah. Ellis Cox is an accountant, late 40s, divorced, not bad looking.
Where is he then?
Doing 3 years in Parkhurst for fraud.
Oh, there you are, my sweet. Has your heat gone? What are you having?
A large gin and tonic, and no, it hasn't. I thought you two were off somewhere wildly exotic today. Ah, well, we've changed his minds. Tell her why, Jack. I wasn't in the mood.
She wasn't in the mood. Large gin and tonic and same again, well, please.
When one of your own flesh and blood stabs you in back right in front of your eyes, it takes pleasure out of anything. It would. I'll tell you, being a good woman's got me nowhere. Next time I come back on this earth, I'm coming back as a selfish, good-for-nothing floozy. See where that gets me?
Hey, well, I don't know. It's a good job for trade. We haven't all got long faces round here.
Well, you've had a nice day then, have you, love?
Oh, it's very quiet, but enjoyable.
Oh.
I had the two lads round for lunch. Very good company. Of course, Emily Bishop comes sniffing round on some pretence, but I think she saw I know how to look after young men.
You want to be careful, though, all the same, you know, taking in lodgers. I mean, when I had Tony Cunliffe stopping with me, the first thing I did was straighten things out with the DHSS.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you think any funny business is going on, they'll stop your widow's pension, you know.
How do you mean, funny?
Well, you know, funny as in cohabit, like, I wish I'd have had the chance with that muscular police sergeant.
Oh, give up. Kevin's young enough to be my grandson.
Henry Wakefield wasn't, though, was he? Oh, no, no, it's as well to be forewarned, lovey. Stop your money first and ask questions after.
What it is, you see, they're quick, clean and reliable. A tram will always get you there, even in bad weather. Plus, link a couple together, carry a lot more folk to your buzz any day. That second time you've knocked in 10 minutes.
Oh, there you are. I thought you were meeting a friend tonight.
I am. I'm with him.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Sugden. I don't mind. I'd soon as go home and watch a film on the telly if you've got something else to do.
Oh, there you are. We can have a quick drink in here, then we can go back to my place. I've left a lovely fish pie oven, and there's enough for two of us. Isn't it lucky how things work out?
Andy, Sue, supper's on table.
I'm not hungry. I don't want any.
Oh.
Leave her be. She'll eat when she's ready.
Well, I hope she's not going to stop up there sulking all night.
Hey, what's this?
What?
Just found it on the hall mat. It says Mrs. Clayton.
One thing, it's not a bill.
Hey, it might be a letter bomb. Be careful how you open it.
Oh, don't be so daft. Flipping heck.
What's in it?
Money. £38. 50p.
Is that how much?
Vera Dulworth owes me, yeah?
There's no note with it, then?
No, just the money. Well, I suppose it was hard enough for her to back down. I couldn't really expect a full-blown apology and all.
Can I tell her upstairs that the war's over and she could come down and start behaving like a civilised human being again?
Yeah, go on, then. And tell her I've done jacket potatoes, her favourite. Well, I must say I'm glad all the nonsense is over.
I've got a funny feeling, love. It's not going to be quite as simple as that.
Locked out? No, I'm waiting to be picked up by the lads. He must have got held up.
Funny kind of eye, Jack. I would have held up a bin wagon, innit?
No, no, delayed, I mean.
No, you're joking.
Oh.
You had a bad night, Curly?
No, I've had a great night. Best night in yonks. You see, Kev's moved in with Hilda now, so I don't have to worry about keeping him awake. So I've been up all night stargazing.
Up all night? That's what I meant by a bad night.
No, no, it's more restful than sleep, that is, communing with the heavenly bodies.
Bird, you mean?
No, no, planets, outer space. Hey, what are you putting milk there for? I thought you were having one of those hillbilly feuds, you and the duckies.
Oh, we were till last night. Vera's caught up with the dress money. 38.5 smackers through the door, so it's cow juice as usual.
Hey, I saw that in the stars last night.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Venus the Peacemaker in conjunction with Saturn bringing harmony into fractured relationships. What do we have to do to get shut the noise of you, eh? Morning, Kev. You're up early. Hey, it's all flipping wonder shouting your mouth off in the street this time of the morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Get lost on your bin round you. See you, mate.
Hey? Hey, look at these, Jack.
Look at what, Vera?
Bottles of milk.
Oh, good. What are you going to do? Juggle with them?
Oh, Harry Clayton's left them thick, eh? 2 pints on doorstep. Hey, I think they're chucked toweling. I think we've won, Jack.
By heck, I think you're right, Vera.
Of course I'm right.
Hey, that's great, that's easy. But I can't pretend that I am surprised.
Well, I am. I thought I'd met my match in Connie Clayton, I really did.
Well, you had. But you had the advantage of a very experienced strategist, didn't you?
What are you on about now, you?
Look, it's true, Vera, but for me, holding you back, you'd have made yourself so guilty, spitting and swearing, you'd have paid that dress bill ages ago.
What are you talking about?
You are
Hey?
38.5 quid in pocket, aren't you, because of me. So, if you bung me, say, 50% commission, I'll take you out for a skinful on the curry tonight.
Get lost, you can have him, rat. Hey, Terry, Mr. Clayton's left his milk. White flags in bottles there.
Gloating, are we?
Well, we're bound to be pleased, kid, aren't we? I mean, I know you're bonkers about that Andrea, but... Well, they were in wrong, weren't they? Sending me out looking like a boiler in tin foil and trying to charge me earth for it.
In the error of their ways, though, love, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll not be so ready to cross us in future.
Well, you know what I reckon we ought to do? I reckon we ought to go and pay the milk bill pronto.
Why?
Rub it in. Show 'em it wasn't through lack of cash that stopped us paying the dress bill.
No, I reckon we ought to forget about it. Happen the letters off for that and all.
You know what I reckon you ought to do? I reckon you ought to go and apologise to Mr. and Mrs. Clayton for the lousy reception you've given them to the street.
What?
Yeah. And as for feeling smug, you can forget it. Because the only reason why Harry left that milk this morning is because I put £38 and 50p in a plain envelope and bunged it through their letterbox last night. See ya.
Well, the treacherous little devil.
Well, I have heard of lovesick. But is that love? That is flaming stupid, that is.
Oh, she sounds lovely, this Michelle.
Yeah, she is. She sings in the church choir as well.
Oh, well, she'd be a nice girl and all that.
Yeah, she is. I'm thinking, though, she might be a bit too nice, you know, for me.
What? Get away with you. You're nice, aren't you?
Do you reckon?
Well, you better be if you're going to be living here with me. No, I think you do right, though, Kevin, choosing a nice church girl. Oh, she'll do you far less harm than them what hang around smoking in shopping precincts. All lipstick and two-timing they are.
Michelle's a bit of a two-timer herself at the moment, you know.
She isn't.
Yeah. Got this upper-class twit of the year type in tow.
And she's a church girl. Well, I don't know what the world's coming to.
I mean, it's no fault of her own. I mean, she wants me to be a boyfriend, but he won't be told by her. So I've got to go and tell him myself tonight.
Sounds a proper messy way of carrying on to me.
Yeah, flipping dreading it, I am.
Oh, it wouldn't have done for Sheriff Street Unitarians, I can tell you that.
Kev, Mrs. Ogden.
Oh, give it a push, it's open.
Hiya.
Hello.
I just popped round to say sorry about this morning.
I should think so and all, radio gagger.
Yeah, but I think you owe me an apology and all, you know. You've been neglecting company business, haven't you, messing about with that Michelle?
No, I've not. I've got a bloke coming to view the banger this morning, all right?
This morning? Why didn't you tell me?
Because I forgot.
Forgot? A thing like that? The whole foundation of the Moonlight Express hinges on that sale, Kev.
Yeah,
Forgot?
well, boring, innit? Ta-ra, Mrs. O.
Hello.
Forgot? I don't know, Mrs. O. Young blokes nowadays, they're so unprotective of their freedom. They dump all the hopes on the first girl they see. He'll be shoving a pushchair full of carrier bags round some supermarket in no time, him.
Wouldn't you like to have a girlfriend?
Me?
Mm.
No, I like to think of myself as a man's man. Or my own man. Or something like that.
Cup of tea?
That would be extremely nice, actually.
Well, I suppose I should go round and thank her, really. And I do want everything to be okay again. The thing is, do we want to be friends with Duckworths?
Yeah, I want neighbours, love.
Yeah, but we don't want to do anything that'll encourage Andy and Terry, do we?
You know as well as I do, the quickest way to encourage kids at their age is to discourage them. I mean, if we make friends, it'll knock all excitement out of it for them, won't it?
Yeah, but Well, I mean, I doubt if it has. But them sending this might have something to do with romance.
Well, I don't think so.
They might be hearing wedding bells in our house for all we know.
They're as dead set against it as we are.
Well, I can't imagine that, Harry. I mean, it's them what stands to gain, isn't it? Our lovely Andy and their dopey meatball.
You know, from their point of view, their handsome son and our toffee-nosed little madam.
Have you heard him say that?
I've heard him say all sorts, none of it's true. Lad's all right.
Yeah, but it's not for our Andy, love.
Well, that's for her to realise, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but a mother can't stand by and watch her daughter make a mistake she'll regret for the rest of her life.
But the fact remains, Connie, you're just set against the lad because we're at war with the parents. And to us, what you say, they have swallowed the pride and made the first move. So now it's up to us to reciprocate and show willing. I mean, it's not as if we're going to be having them around for Sunday tea or sharing holidays, is it?
Who are you on about?
Oh, Vernon Wilcox at depot.
Duckworths, you mean? They've shown you up, haven't they, sending that?
How's your studying going?
Great. You could turn radio down, though.
Aye, okay, love.
Only one? What about Kevin?
Well, he's living at Hilda's now, and you don't eat between Hilda's meals. Anyway, I'll pick you up at 5, and then we'll go around and draw up a proper list of stuff we need before we move in.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, she got that council house, she never let on.
As if you needed telling. Yes, we're having it. I'll see you later.
Yeah, both fine.
Ta-ra. Ta-ra, love.
Not that it's exactly in the condition we'd hoped. Still, it's available. And they've said they'd do it up for us.
Well, they just finished doing ours up, you know. In fact, they started last October and we had plywood windows in over Christmas.
Oh, you're really cheering me up, you are.
Ah, but some of them are lovely, aren't they, though?
Oh, yeah. Well, there are some people at our estate that, like, they've bought their own and improved them. They've got nice front doors, you know, and ivy creeping all over the place.
Oh, ivy will be creeping all over your place, won't she, your mother-in-law?
She don't know. Anyway, at least we'll have a room to put Nicky in. And a garden for him to run about in.
Do you know, I've always wanted a garden. I've always fancied myself swinging in a hammock and guzzling champagne. Nearest I've ever got to it was a beaker of Tizer and a buffeted backyard.
Then, out of the blue, he informs me he's got a possible buyer coming round this morning. He forgot all about it. I mean, can you imagine forgetting something as important as that? I mean, it makes me mad, doesn't it, you? I mean, to neglect your better interests, your business associates, to dump everything for the sake of some girl.
Oh, shut up, Curly. I'm trying to think.
About the Moonlight Express?
No, about Andrea. I'm trying to think where I can take her on Saturday night.
Not you and all. I'm going to buy a violin, me, for serenading with. I'd make a fortune round here.
Half a bit of it, please.
Good job I don't rely on you, Ella.
Oh. No, it just underlines, Mrs. Bishop, the fickle nature of the youth of today.
Well, you mustn't think I blame Kevin for moving
Grasshopper
out.
minds, that's what they've got. It's all this fast food. It gets their heart stumping. They can't settle it out.
32, please, Percy.
Thank you, Betty. Big plate of tater ash, that's what they want. Put them in a mood to reflect. Teach them a bit of care and consideration.
Weren't you going to get me a bitter lemon?
Oh, good heavens, so I was. I forgot all about
Never
it.
mind, I've got a lot of shopping to do before I go back. But as I was trying to say, I blame myself, really.
Oh, you mustn't blame yourself.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, you see, I just wish I'd done a bit more to make him welcome. I could have got a proper bed for him and put it in the front room at least. I mean, 2 boys sharing, especially such conflicting types of boy.
You're really missing that lad, aren't you?
Well, I am a bit, but...
You're fretting, I can tell.
Well, I'm concerned
Of
about
course you are.
I'd be relieved to know he was settling in at Mrs. Ogden's.
Right, there's only one way to find out whether he is or not.
Oh, but Mrs. Ogden, what are you going... Oh, dear.
See, love, Curly, it's like an irresistible force, right? It takes you over and it distracts you. Like me on my round this morning. I ran half a pig into a furniture shop.
You never.
Yeah, imagine. People's looking at settees and testing beds, and there's me stood there with half a pig over my shoulder.
What did you do?
Well, trying to keep a low profile and left as soon as possible.
Right, you, traitor, flipping turncoat. My mind's been going sense at dozen over this all morning. Never mind, calm down. You can get round to them Claytons and tell them it was you that sent the money. But I knew not about it, and as far as I'm concerned, that money's still not being paid.
I'm not telling them that. Can't we just let it drop?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to be made a fool of.
For the sake of peace, ma'am.
For the sake of you and that girl, you mean?
All right, for the sake of that, then, can't we just say that you sent the money?
No, I'm sorry, Chuck, no. Look, it's all wrong. They don't deserve any of our money.
But it's my money.
It's Duckworth money, isn't it?
It's Terry money out of my bank account.
Look, I'll stand a lot, I will.
But I'll not stand to see you make a fool of me, not my own son. And I'll not stand to see you go against your family like you did over some bit of a girl. So you can get round there and you can tell them what I said. Because if you don't, you can start thinking about clearing out. Now, I mean it. I'm deadly serious, Arthur. Right, I'm going to Chippy now for his dinners. You know, my Stan had a marvellous appetite in his younger days. He could shift a whole sliced loaf of sandwiches for his tea and still be hinting about the Chippy by 8:30.
Flipping heck.
And he never lost it, not till the very end. Oh, he got a bit bad on his legs, you know, a bit chair-bound. Even got a bit wandering in his conversation. But it wasn't until he refused a second helping of my homemade apple pie that I knew he was going. Eddie were the same, a born eater.
Yeah, neither of them was, well, athletic looking, no, was they?
Oh, well, that was the beer, wasn't it? Oh, and while we're on the subject of food, what shall I get you for your tea?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be very hungry somehow.
Oh, I don't know. You can't go sorting your love life out on an empty stomach, you
I
know.
don't think it's going to be very empty. Not for a few months, anyway.
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion. It's young Kevin I want to word with, really.
All right, come on in. We're having us dinner, but we're not ashamed. Visitor for you, Kevin. Make yourself comfortable, Mrs. Ogden.
Now then, young fella, my lad. Enjoying your dinner, are you?
It's very nice, thanks.
There's plenty more if you'd like a dollop.
Well, that's very gracious of you. I don't mind if I do. And very comfortable in your room, are you?
Yeah.
Nice bed. Sheets, crisp, clean and aired.
Perfect, thanks, yeah.
And what about the evenings? It's not all television, is it? There is interesting, stimulating conversation, I trust.
Hey, hang on a minute. What's all this?
Yes, perhaps I should have explained. It's just that Mrs. Bishop's, you know, a trifle apprehensive about the new living conditions of her erstwhile lodger.
I thought as much. Snooping. Get out. Go on. Go on. And you can tell Emily Bishop from me. If she wants any snooping done, she can come and do it herself. Never mind sending spies. Ah, the heck. The lengths some folk will go to just to get a bit of home cooking. Bit more, love.
No, thanks, I've had enough. Just remembered I've got a fine curly anyway.
Oh, that's all.
Good on, Mrs.
Ta-ra, love.
Well, yes, Terry, I'm very glad all the nonsense is over.
Well, that's what I've come round about, really.
What?
Well, to put it bluntly, Mrs. Clayton, it was me that bunged that money through the letterbox. I've been sent round by my mum to say it was against the will. It's what?
How stupid can you get, Terry?
I'm sorry, but, you know...
I should think you jolly well are. Harry's left your milk and I was on verge of going round and being nice to her.
You see, I was hoping that when they thought it was all over, they'd be glad and they'd see the sense in being pals. I mean, I want everybody to get on me.
What, because of you and Andy?
Yeah, partly. But when they found out what I'd done, it was...
They were furious.
Yeah, they were just a bit.
So, instead of making things better, you've made them a whole lot worse, haven't you?
No, not necessarily. Not if you hang on to the cash and behave as if it's all over.
Well, I'm sorry to spoil your little plan, Terry. But your mother will have to pay me with her own hands from her own purse, or we carry on as normal.
Well, I'm really surprised and disappointed in you, Mrs. Clayton. Really.
In me?
Yeah. Because you reckon to be a lot brighter than me, Mum, don't you? But you must be just as thick as she is.
Hey, Terry.
Look, I'm sorry, Andrew, but this is just ludicrous.
It was him who sent the money.
Yeah, the poor romantic...
Flipping idiot, you mean?
Hey, now, come on, you two. He went about it in an awkward way, admitted. But his intentions were good. And I only wish we were going out the same road a bit.
I can't, really. I've decided to finish with him. I trust this meets with your approval.
Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah. You've made that fairly obvious, haven't you?
I blame the army, I do. It's the crucial stage in his formative years. Running about with a flaming Tommy gun instead of sorting his courting out. Now a young bird comes along, lad doesn't know how to conduct himself.
No, I think it's something passed down from your side, I do.
You are, we're as thick as thieves, our lot.
Thick and thieves. You sell your granny for a lucky bag, you lot. What about your Veronica when she asked your Uncle Ben to lend her some money? Never spoke to her again. What about your cousin Michael, refusing to marry that girl that killed herself?
What about your lot?
Salt of the earth, my lot. Yeah, stood by me when I was going to marry you.
You all, they never even come to flaming wedding.
Well, that's what I mean, they were dead against it. And I wish I'd have took notice of them and all.
What about him as shot his foot, trying to get out of the trenches, eh? What about him as married that laddie posh type we've never seen him since? What about you and the bingo caller?
And what about all your bits,
And never giving me any housekeeping. He'll tell you what, kid. It's a wonder he's as loyal as what he is. Way up. Here.
Oh, set out.
I've been and told them.
What did they say?
Well, like you, aren't they? They're fed up. They thought they won. They've been rejoicing all morning. Big lot of soft kids, aren't you?
Have you got your money back?
No, I told them to keep it.
Why?
Why? In the vain hope that somebody sometime is going to see some sense. Because I want all the trouble to be over, Mum. Because it's ruining everything. It's ruining any chance that me and Andrea's got. And it's ruining my life, OK?
Definitely your temper, though, love.
Get down, you nasty beggar.
So, how are you liking the Rovers?
Oh, it suits me. No jukebox.
They've done me again.
No space invaders either. Nice and quiet. It's my kind of scene, really.
Yeah. Plenty of time to think, eh?
That's right. Dying art, isn't it? Thinking.
I think a lot, me, about astronomy and that. What do you think about?
I'm working on a book.
What, reading one, like?
Oh, writing it. It's about human nature. I observe people and things and write down the observations.
Oh. Yeah, there you go, Curly, mate.
Hey, what?
Can't stop. See ya. Kev, hang on, come back. Can't fathom him out, you know. I mean, look at that. 900 quid for that car. We can set up proper now, buy a truck. The biggest moment of the last 5 million, and he just waltzes off.
Well, he's preoccupied with that lassie fancies, isn't he? And that posh boyfriend she's got.
What posh boyfriend?
Like I said, I'm very observant.
All right, Malcolm?
Oh, not you again. I don't believe it.
Michelle's invited me to come and watch.
Look, I booked this court, you know, at great expense.
It's okay, I'm not playing.
Look, mate, chat to chat. Things are awkward enough without you poaching, all right?
I said Michelle invited me.
Yes, but you are poaching, aren't you? Of course you are. Now, I hate to pull the old male imperialism stunt, but she is mine, you know. So why don't you just run along and find yourself somebody more appropriate?
The thing is, Malcolm, she likes me and not you. That's why she's late. She's hoping you'll see me, take the hint, and go.
You sucker. Can't you see she's just using you? Now, that's just Michelle's way of playing hard to get.
Well, it's not, Malcolm. She says she's tried to let you down nice, but you just can't seem to take no for an answer.
OK. Let me put it to you like this. I'm a good 6 inches taller than you, right? A couple of stone heavier, and I work out regularly with weights. I mean, is that what you want, a fight?
Oh, I feel sorry for you, honest. Otherwise I won't be here, would I? Plus it'd stop Michelle coming as well.
Crikey, here she comes. Hello, darling. Tell this little twit to buzz off, will you?
Don't worry, I'm buzzing.
No, don't go, Kev.
Look, I've done my best. You're going to have to tell him yourself.
I've told you won't take it from me.
Tell me what, eh? Tell me what, Michelle?
Oh, stop saying tell me what. Kev, come back. We've got to try harder than that.
Try harder than that to do what, eh?
To convince you that I'm going out with Kevin, Malcolm. Kev?
Going out with him? Well, how can you be going out with him when you're going out with me?
It's a pattern I bought to make a little card
For our good little baby. Very relaxing knitting, isn't it?
You shall flipping Vera take it up then.
It puts me in a trance. The daftest things happen. I've still got a little 3-arm matinee jacket somewhere.
Aye, going on about me, are you?
Not unless you're a little 3-arm matinee jacket.
I just thought your spy might have been round with his information.
Oh, he didn't come round, did he, Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, yes, he did. Going to be Henry Wakefield all over again if I'm not careful.
Mrs. Ogden, let me assure you that whatever Mr. Sugden did, he did entirely on his own initiative. My only crime was to mention to him that I hoped Kevin was settling in nicely with you, which I did, and that was all. And if you want my opinion of Mr. Sugden, I think he's nothing but a meddlesome know-all, and I resent his interference just as much as you do.
Oh, can I quote you on that?
Oh, well, no, let me get you a drink
Well, I
instead.
do.
They won't accept it, Terry. They appreciate what you're trying to do, but...
Well, that's right. At least they can't stop us seeing each other, can they? What's up?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking things over about you and me.
You've not let them get to you, have you?
No, this is not to do with them. This is my decision.
Decision? God help me, I can't bear this, not to be.
No, listen to me, Terry. This is not to do with you as such. I mean, you know how I feel about you. But it's me A-levels.
Well, not your flipping A-levels again.
They're very important to me, Terry, and I can't give them enough. I've got you on my mind all the time.
Oh, that's great, that, isn't it? Isn't it, though?
No, I've got every 3 weeks coming up. I just can't imagine. We've got to finish.
3 weeks? There's no need to act like Joan Collins. I can wait 3 weeks.
I don't want you to wait. I don't want to be worried about what you're up to or who you're with. I've got to set you free.
Well, it just beats me how you can put A-levels in front of somebody. A person.
I'm going now. Terry, I'm going.
Go on, then.
I really like you, Terry.
Just get going, will you?
Send you your cash back then, eh? I'm a fix for a loan. No? No. Fine.
What on earth do you think you're playing at? I'm on match point. Sorry, but there's going to be no more tennis till we sort this out. This is so boring. Can't you accept anything? Have you told him, Michelle?
Of course I have.
Right, go off. I beg your pardon. Go off, come on, I'm serious. He's going to take us. Buzz off, will you? Buzz off. Honestly, this is so childish. Michelle, tell him to clear off, will you? Look, you can't just gang up and reject somebody just like that, you know? Her father likes me. He even plays golf with me. Yes. Oh. Look, what's wrong with me, anyway?
Nothing. I just don't fancy you. I fancy Kevin. As of now, I'm Kevin's girlfriend.
And we want you to accept that, as of now. Well, you chose a very Christian method of getting your own way, I must say, Michelle. Yeah. What of a choice had she?
Sorry to put you through that.
It's okay. It's worth it.
And your father's going to be absolutely horrified when you show up at home with him.
Well worth it.
And there's more tomorrow at midday. And coming up next on Plus, Emmerdale, and Seth gets a telling off from Betty.